Good morning. This is your wake up alarm. 3, 2, 1.
This is Ace and TJ 5G.
Hello. Testing 1, 2, 3.
Ace. TJ. Riggins. Alexis. Tech D-Rob.
Every day.
This is the Ace and TJ Show.
We made it. See, I act like we just ran in to do the show. Like, oh, we're so busy. Oh, countdown. We're on. Go. Lights, camera, action. But we've been sitting here for a while, just talking, doing about a bunch of nothing. I've been singing some Engelbert Humperdinck, and everybody seems to be loving it.
Is that who that was?
Mm-hmm.
What was his name?
Engelbert Humperdinck.
Nice.
Because after the loving, I'm still in love with you.
He's kind of like Wayne Newton, right?
Yeah, more like a Tom Jones kind of.
Tom Jones.
Yeah. Oh, Mama loves Engelbert Humperdinck now.
Really?
Loves his voice.
Did women throw their underwear at him?
Yeah. I think every man in the 70s got panties thrown at him. Don't you, Ace? Even non-celebrities. That was just a thing of the thing of the 70s.
Seemed to be the thing that you did.
Women
So I don't know
just-
what that's about.
Women just flinging their panties like referees, calling penalties, flagging them out.
Did they bring panties with them to
was
throw,
just
or did they
thinking
take
Not in the
them off?
beginning. Not in the beginning, Riggins. They would just take them because they were wearing dresses like ladies should when they go to a concert. But I'm not sure if Elvis was the first one that got some draws thrown at him. I'm guessing it was Elvis.
Yeah.
You know that girl that threw the first panty? What she must have been like?
Yeah, nasty.
Yeah, back then.
Yeah.
Yeah,
For her
imagine,
to do
back
something like
then.
the first girl to ever do that.
imagine if you were the first girl. You're like, hey, I'm the first girl to throw panties at a celebrity.
To me, that's so gross. And we get all like the flack for being like, uncouth and stuff as millennials and Gen Z or whatever. That seems so foul to like throw panties
That you're wearing.
No,
that you're already wearing.
No, that was, that generations before mine and Ace's generation, that 70s, 60s, and 70s generation, they were disgusting.
They are the hippies.
Yeah,
They're
just
gross.
dirty, filthy, nasty people.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah, that's on them.
But in the 80s, we were a clean generation. Everybody was clean.
Yeah, y'all
Bright
just were doing
colors.
crack.
Yeah, we
having crack.
Well, I didn't invent crack. I wish I had. I'd have some money. What is the patent on crack, you think? What is that? You think that patent is expired yet?
Yeah, probably.
The
Yeah,
crack
probably
recipe,
now,
first
yeah.
crack recipe.
It's out in the public now.
Yeah.
You can search for it in the Library of Congress or something.
But our generation was known as the bright colors and the, everybody being neat and clean and preppy look and all of that kind of stuff.
Sexy, though, still
Yeah,
sexy.
because we were an enthusiastic and inspired generation because of our leader, our ever-loving leader at the time, who was, this is a shining city on the hill. Let's go be the best we can be, and all of that. But in the 60s and 70s, you just had a bunch of, derelicts running everything in society. All that Woodstock mess and everything.
Sure.
Yeah, we were clean but sexy.
Did you just make that up?
Not like the other
Yeah.
generations. Yeah. That's kind of my motto.
Did you just make that up?
That's kind of my motto, Riggins.
Yeah, is it?
Clean but sexy.
I thought your motto was,
Be cool.
Just be cool.
I was going to let somebody else finish.
I got a lot of mottos going, man.
I think it would be clean and sexy. Like you don't have to choose clean
that's
and
what I
butt
said.
sexy, but clean and both of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
You know what I
cool.
said?
No, you said clean but sexy.
Oh, yeah.
But we had it all.
Right.
Clean and sexy.
You're right. You're right.
And also rich in the 80s. Everybody was rich because they sold cocaine.
Yep.
Okay. Well, apparently my mama didn't get on that cocaine train.
Yeah,
I wish
she
she
did.
had.
She was selling it in the school when she was teaching.
Let's see what's trending.
Now trending on the Ace and TJ Show.
People are wishing Taylor Swift happy birthday. That is one of the top trending topics right now.
How old is she today?
Got to be close to 30. I don't know.
I was wondering. That's why I was
maybe
wondering if she's even 30 yet. 30, 31?
Something like that.
All right.
Once you hit 30,
Stop.
Once you hit 30,
it's
what?
like Jack and Jill. You rolling down that hill.
Oh, she's 33.
Yeah. Look at that.
Oh, I could have had Taylor. I mean, I could have pursued her. That would have been amazing.
Now she's old cat lady, not just cat lady. She's old cat lady.
Even
Bring the
better.
cats.
I love it.
Bring the
and her
cats.
cat's name is Olivia Benson. That's the name of one of her cats from Law and Order SVU.
Yeah, I don't watch that one.
Anyways,
Oh, I love her. Right now, hashtag We Love You Jin is the top trending topic because the first member of the Korean
Oh yeah.
pop band BTS has gone into the military. Had to shave his head, and people are posting messages. So he's the first of their 7 members, and he's over 30. So he had deferred the service, I guess, and now they said you gotta go. You gotta go.
Yeah, it's Jin.
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 Jin. But that sucks. I mean, you're in the biggest band in the world, and all of a sudden,
Got to
You gotta
put
go.
a pause on it for a couple years.
go live in a dorm like with other dudes, and
But look, I'm gonna tell you something right now, brother. I said it a million times. If Elvis wasn't too good to do it, ain't no little Korean boy band's too good to do it.
did he went to the military?
Yeah.
He didn't never mind. That's somebody else I'm thinking of.
Yeah, when he was in the military is where he met his wife. Yeah, she was the daughter of a general, and the general introduced them.
And then didn't the general have to sign some paperwork because she was only 16 when he came back to, or 16 or 17 when he came back to America when he got discharged.
Yeah.
And she came back with him, and they had to sign some paperwork over for Elvis to become essentially her guardian.
that could have been you, Ace.
What?
You would have had to sign some papers
What?
if it had been in a different time.
No.
Yeah, I bet you
No.
didn't think about that.
Because Amanda had already graduated college before I ever met her.
But what
not
if you'd
when
met
she
her a
was
long time
16.
ago?
Yeah, exactly.
Not when she
That's
was
what I'm
16
saying.
and
Alright,
you
yeah, that's
and you
weird.
hadn't even met her yet.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah, Ace.
Yeah, that's kind of a stretch.
No.
Ew.
Yeah.
But by the way, a lot of people don't know this, but Elvis had a speech impediment. He had a problem pronouncing the prefix of words, and that's why he called his wife Scylla most of the time.
Bruh, I've never
Yeah.
heard of that.
Yeah, so that's why anytime you see any footage or anything, he calls her Scylla.
Thankfully, that's not something that really gets in the way of every day. I mean, like pretzel.
Yeah, he called him Tsl.
Prudence.
Yeah.
I'm sure he used the word
Prudence.
prudence all the time.
I made
no.
that all up.
Oh, you did? I was going to say, that's a weird speech impediment.
He did call her Scylla, but it was just kind of a nickname.
Bad news, I'm dating a girl named Pretzel. Call her Pretzel. So dumb.
You're the idiotiest woman I've ever seen.
Weird. They're keeping the Good Morning America hosts TJ Holmes and Amy Robach off the air until they can do an internal investigation. I love it because now they put this out there, and now they've really stepped in it because they've blown it up into this huge thing that it's a distraction for the hard work we're doing at ABC News. It's Good Morning America Hour 3. It's Good Morning America Hour 3. Stop acting like they are the most important people in the world and just either fire them or keep them on the air. But now you've stretched it out and made it such a big deal.
It could be Good Morning America Hour 1. It could be the ABC Nightly News or whatever it's called. It doesn't matter. Nobody takes them seriously as journalists anymore. I mean, they're just... But then again, this is the kind of stuff they dish out. So let them deal with it.
Yeah, I mean, they've just made it such a bigger deal than it needed to be. It's so ridiculous.
Well, I mean, that goes to Ace's thing. He's always talking about, these robots are nothing but trouble. This Amy Robot has done caused all this trouble.
There you go.
Taken over.
Amy Robot.
Nailed it.
Oh, damn robot taking over.
In today's National Violin Day,
I love
the world's
violin.
most expensive violin, the Messiah Antonio Stradivari, $20 million for this little violin. And it was made, all the Stradivarius, which are the most expensive instruments in the world, were made in the 1700s for like 15, 20 years. So, and there's only a few remaining left, but people that get to play them. If you've ever watched Chef's Table on Netflix, you hear the intro music. That's on a Stradivarius violin. Beautiful instruments.
It's hard to believe in all this time they've not made anything better.
Yeah.
But they are still considered to be the greatest instruments ever created, and you will never. I don't understand how that works.
I don't either.
With a violin, but they say for some reason it will never be duplicated.
Why can't they replicate it?
Something about the wood.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Something about the
crazy.
wood and handmade, and I mean they can't recreate that tone and the quality of it. And it was in the 1700s that
that's
these things
insane.
were made. It's unbelievable.
But it's similar with a lot of people believe certain guitars have a certain sound. They will always be the very best that were made like in the 50s because of something about the way they were crafted in the wood and all this. I don't know.
Nice wood.
Fascinating.
And I don't know if the world's greatest violinist ever got to play one of those. I'm not sure. Charlie Daniels, if he ever got to play one of those violins. I don't know. One of them fiddles.
R.I.P. Charlie Daniels.
But I bet he'd have tore it up.
I'm sure he probably did.
Burn it down.
Burned it down. So those are just a few things that are now trending.
Like, today is a very special day on the Ace and TJ show. It's a very different day when it comes to breaking and entering Christmas. You helped us a while back raise a lot of money for Peyton's Promise. You gave and gave and gave, and it was greatly appreciated while doing peddling for Peyton. Now, we decided to do something a little bit different this year. You're going to be able to see, if you're watching Ace TJ TV on YouTube in a couple of minutes, you're going to be able to see breaking and entering Christmas in action like never before. And it's an incredible story of a family that we're helping. We'll give you the details next.
Ace and TJ. This is Ace TJ TV. The Ace and TJ show will be right back.
Hey, if you missed TJ and Jody's house this week, you missed something great. Well, tell them, Jody,
Tell 'em what?
where to watch it.
Dang, Ace TJ TV.
And now, a flashback from the Ace and TJ dailies.
So, we said, who is saving? You're saving money right now to fix a mistake that you made. Here's one. It says, I got hit with a baseball bat to my upper stomach when I was young. It left a permanent mark that looks like a hickey. So, yeah.
That's
I don't know how you get, I don't know the procedure to get that fixed. We got a couple like this. I'm currently saving to pay my attorney to fix the mistake I made of getting married. Divorce is expensive. And you know why, Alexis?
Why?
Because it's worth it.
Okay.
That's the old joke. People say, "Why? You know why divorce is so expensive? Because it's worth it." said it's worth it. I'll tell you what, man alive.
Nice.
Let's see. Some of these we can't read because they're nasty. They're nasty on the radio.
There's an interesting one. There's a lady, Alyssa on the front page that says, I jumped into a natural water quarry with my new Apple Watch and came up, and there was no new Apple Watch. Now saving for a new watch.
She lost it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just fell off her arm. It's gone.
Yeah, my son just got finished saving for new AirPods because he left his in his truck at school, and his truck got broken into, and they stole them out. It's the only thing he had worth anything in the truck. What? And they stole them. So he just bought his new ones he's been saving up for.
That sucks because, it wasn't really his mistake, I guess. I mean, kind of, but not really.
No. But,
Now you got to consider you leave your AirPods in your truck. That's pretty safe, you know.
But it's his mistake for going to college.
Exactly.
Being stupid and going to college.
What an idiot going to college.
That's socialism at work right there.
Yep.
Hey,
Marxism.
Marxism, maybe.
Yeah. No, not maybe. It is.
Spread it around.
Yep.
Those should be my AirPods.
Why
Give
do
me
you
one
have
of them.
them?
Give me at least one of them.
You're right. College sucks.
I've been telling everybody.
There's
I've been telling y'all.
on the front page of our Facebook page, Jill says the mistake she's saving to repair, that I went to college and got a 4-year degree that I don't use. So student loans.
See? Proving the point.
She's pretty.
Want a student.
Oh, she's
Bones.
But as TJ Alexis has pointed out, as long as I've known him, that I went to college and have a 4-year degree from LSU, and he did not graduate from college, but we make exactly the same money. So where's that getting me?
Right.
Not getting me anywhere.
I feel you, dog.
You do?
Yeah.
Okay, Cat.
Riggins, were you commenting on the attractiveness of
yeah. I just happened to look at that one.
Little Miss 4-year degree. Is that who it
4-year
was?
degree.
I thought I heard that kind of under your breath. Oh, she's attractive.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Well, good for her. On all accounts. So she'll be just fine.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking.
Meaning because she's attractive?
Yeah,
It's
she'll
going
be
to work
fine.
out for her
She'll
no matter
be
what.
fine.
And that's the way it should be.
Just like my brother told my daughter when she was going off to college. He said, don't worry about anything. Don't let it stress you out because you're pretty and you'll end up, finding some guy that'll marry you who's got plenty of money and he's successful. So, don't worry so much about the ins and outs of the grades and the day-to-day stuff. Just,
Don't stress over doing good in college. Just meet a boy.
Yeah,
Find a rich man.
you meet a good-looking boy whose family has a lot of money, and he's going to be successful. So makes it that much easier.
Exactly.
Necessary to pull up her picture here in the studio, Riggins?
Yes.
Yeah, she is pretty.
I just looked up and I was like, why
It's a
is Riggins
headshot.
pulling up this lady's picture in the studio?
Where did he get a headshot? Is that from her Instagram?
Yeah, she does. I guess like photography. Maybe I'm not really sure. Looks like she does a lot of makeup, professional makeup and hair and stuff. But she is, beautiful.
All right, so you that's not one of her models or something.
No, it's her profile picture.
Yeah, that's a profile picture.
Okay. Oh yeah.
Oh, Jill. Jill, yes, I will.
For all things Ace and TJ, subscribe to the Ace and TJ YouTube channel.
If you want to sleep better and lose weight, then the product that you need is called Calitrin, or you can pronounce it Calitrin. Very easy for you to get. Just go to acetj.com/weight loss. acetj.com/weight loss for Calitrin.
Now, better ingredients, better pizza means that each bite of every Papa John's slice just keeps getting better. From that first bite you have to blow on, to that second bite of crispy, crunchy toppings, to that string of gooey, melty cheese. And just when you're thinking this cannot get any better, you get to the crust and you realize it's not just any crust. Oh no, it's epic stuffed crust that's hand-stuffed with cheese. Better ingredients, better pizza, even better when it's stuffed.
The Ace and TJ Show will be back in less than 2 minutes.
Riggins, it's the week that was pop culture, the week that was the Ace and TJ Show, as Riggins reviews it all for us with the week.
Go, Riggins, go. Yay!
Wow.
Riggins!
Halloween happens on Monday, filled with demons, blood, and spikes. If you want to see something scary, just look at Ace's TikTok likes. Am I right?
What do you mean?
Huh?
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
A lot of
What?
people like our TikTok.
Yeah.
That's not what we
We
know.
have millions of them. What's your point?
Yeah, no.
Millions.
You mean people that...
I'm talking about the things you like on TikTok.
Oh.
Yeah.
They're not scary.
You hear it? Now see it. Watch Riggins' facial reactions, Alexis's banter with TJ, Ace's pearly white complexion in all its glory. On your phone, on your smart TV, this is Ace TJ TV.
So this is a very different and unique situation for us, which requires a little bit of a setup so you understand what's about to happen with breaking and entering Christmas. So we've done breaking and entering Christmas for a long time. And we're very proud of it. And as a member of the radio family, we would hope that you would be very proud of it also, because it's all made possible thanks to members of the radio family getting involved and all of our great sponsors we have every year for breaking and entering Christmas. And we've never before done one that wasn't live on the radio. But back in, when was it, a couple months ago when we did Peddling for Peyton? Was it October? And we raised $57,000 for Peyton's Promise, which is our charity. Peyton's Promise is one of the main ways that we fund breaking and entering Christmas. And it's such a big deal. If you don't know, or you're new to the radio family, we go to these people's houses. They're nominated by someone else, and we break into their house while they're not home with the aid of the person who nominated them. And when they return home, it's everything they could ever want for Christmas. And these are people who would not have any Christmas without us doing something for them or someone doing something for them. So yesterday, for the first time, we actually taped an edition of Breaking and Entering Christmas. You'll hear it live as it's happening, but we recorded the whole thing while we were out there. And we did that because videos played such an important part in peddling for Peyton and letting everybody understand what was happening and helping us raise money, that we thought there was an opportunity to do something we've never done before and let you see what it looks like with the family in a way, without giving away who they are or anything like that. So if you're watching on our YouTube channel, acetjtv on YouTube, you'll be able to see this as the story unfolds. And we're going to have a video that'll come up afterwards. If you're like, well, I can't watch it right now as I'm driving or whatever, no problem. We'll have it up on our social media pages by this evening, a more condensed version. But it's a really special story. Our final edition of Breaking and Entering Christmas 2022. This installment of Breaking and Entering Christmas is a little different than others. We've never done Breaking and Entering in the afternoon before, but you're going to kind of find out why as we go through this story. Let me try to make a long story as short as possible when it comes to this family. The house is owned by a 22-year-old and her husband. She has 4 sisters, 15, 13, 10, and 3. 3 years ago, the mother of all of these kids had the 3-year-old. When the 3-year-old child was born, mom dealt with some depression issues, got into some trouble, and long story short, she's better now, but as she put it, got into some things she shouldn't have been doing, and they came and took the kids away. And that's when the oldest sister, the 22-year-old, stepped up, now 22-year-old, who was just 19 at the time, and said, I will take those kids in. I do not want my sisters going into foster care. So what you aren't seeing right now is that in this house, 2-bedroom house, there are 6 people that live here. The 22-year-old sister and her husband, who have taken in a 15, a 13, a 10, and a 3-year-old. And to add to it, 2 of the children have special needs. They deal with autism. So imagine you're 22 years old. You and your husband have this small 2-bedroom house. And next thing you know, you have 4 kids living in this house with you. It's an unbelievable story. They sleep on the floors. They have little mattresses on the floors for the kids. And there's like a little toy bed that the 3-year-old sleeps in. It looks like a toy bed, but it's a tiny little bed for the 3-year-old. They're just barely getting by. And thanks to the radio family and Peyton's Promise and our incredible sponsors, our goal today is to change their lives and make their lives so much better by giving them a Christmas they couldn't even dream of having, thanks to Peyton's Promise and the Ace and TJ Show. Let me read you part of the letter that nominated this particular family, and I'll leave their names out of it. Said talking about the oldest sister, has been struggling, but is doing the best she can. Their income isn't much. We're so proud of her for taking this big responsibility instead of letting the girls go to foster care. The 3-year-old is autistic and on the spectrum, and the 13-year-old has special needs as well. It's a lot to handle, especially for someone who's just 22 and now has 4 kids.
They can't provide anything for Christmas this year. They don't have the money to get the girls anything. The only thing they've been able to do is put up a tree. We are hoping for a miracle for them, as they've been through a lot with this transition. They don't have much but clothes. So we're nominating this family. Thank you. Well, here we go. So we plan to be their Christmas miracle today with Breaking and Entering Christmas on the Ace and TJ show coming up next.
The Ace and TJ show will be back in less than 3 minutes.
Breaking and Entering Christmas is back with the Ace and TJ show Tuesday, November 29th. Thanks to great sponsors like Deacon Food Service. Here for all your food service equipment needs. Deacon delivers. Get details at deaconfs.com. That's deaconfs.com. Tuesday, November 29th is a very special day. That is the first installment of Breaking and Entering Christmas. And this year, Breaking and Entering Christmas is made possible thanks to great sponsors like Bradham Brothers. Bradham Brothers, heating, air, and electrical installation and service that you can trust at bradhambrothers.com.
Temperature regulation.
Pressure relief.
Built to last.
Better value.
It's mattress shopping that's all about you.
Lake Norman Chill mattresses are twice as nice for half the price. Only at Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture.
If you haven't checked it out, Ace TJ 5G is streaming everywhere all the time. All thanks to O'Connor Insurance. They've been in business since January of 2000. They treat every customer how they would want to be treated. Learn more at acetj.com/O'Connor.
Now, better ingredients, better pizza means that each bite of every Papa John's slice just keeps getting better. From that first bite you have to blow on, to that second bite of crispy, crunchy toppings, to that string of gooey, melty cheese. And just when you're thinking this cannot get any better, you get to the crust and you realize it's not just any crust. Oh no, it's epic stuffed crust that's hand-stuffed with cheese. Better ingredients, better pizza, even better when it's stuffed.
From Peyton's Promise to How Can We Help You Wednesday to now with Breaking and Entering Christmas, we can always count on the Temple team at Keller Williams Realty to sponsor and help us make dreams come true. Buying, selling, investing, your first thought should be the Temple team at Keller Williams Realty. Go to acetj.com/Temple team.
The Johnson Group Facility Services is a commercial cleaning company that focuses more on customer satisfaction than the bottom line because each customer works directly with the owners every step of the way. If you need any commercial cleaning, the Johnson Group can handle it. Get details at acetj.com/clean.
Breaking and Entering Christmas is happening right now, and it's all thanks to AB Mortgage. Tammy and Curtis are ready to help you with a mortgage or refinancing. We just love those two. Learn more at acetj.com/AB.
It's uncut and uncensored. It's the Ace and TJ Share Funny podcast, live every day on the Ace and TJ app at 9 Eastern or on YouTube. Just search for Ace TJ TV on YouTube or wherever you download podcasts daily. It's Share Funny, sponsored by The Closet Niche.
Morning radio just evolved again. This is the Ace and TJ show live on acetj.tv. Just you and us. This is Ace TJ 5G.
Attention, anybody who's in charge of promoting a business. You own the business? Fine. You're in charge of marketing and advertisements for the business? Fine. Talking to all of y'all. If you want some creative advertising better than any you've ever gotten, you want the creative minds of the Ace and TJ show behind your advertising, and you know, we are the best and have a unique perspective on things that will catch your potential customers' attention. But we're also very inexpensive. You know, kind of you get more than you pay for, actually. Because you can't put a price on the creativity that comes out of this room. You know? Right. That's what y'all talking about. So, look, it doesn't matter whether you're using, you're looking for digital advertising or video or audio, maybe even skywriting. We don't know. There are no limits on it of what we can do, except for some. We only have some limits and unlimited some things we can do. So if you want some advertising you can afford that comes with great creativity, you need Ace TJ Media. Go to acetjmedia.com and check it out. acetjmedia.com and set your business apart, because you got that first quarter coming up where you need to get the year started off right. That's how you do it. acetjmedia.com.
This is one of those days where the big story is not actually the best story. The big movie news story has to do with the Golden Globes. Let's just hit the high points. The fact that Tom Cruise and Will Smith both completely snubbed by the Golden Globes. They believe that it's retaliation for Will Smith for what happened at the Oscars, and for Tom Cruise because when they had all of the problems with the Hollywood Foreign Press Association, Tom Cruise gave his Golden Globes that he'd won 3 of them. He gave them back. Like, I really don't want to be involved with y'all now that I know all this stuff. So they said he's not going to get nominated. His movie got nominated, but he didn't. But the movie story of the day, to me, is Stifler's mom. Jennifer Coolidge is her name, but for 2 decades she's been known as Stifler's mom. She was interviewed by Ariana Grande for Entertainment Weekly's Entertainers of the Year issue, and she revealed that that she got a lot of action post American Pie when she became known as Stifler's mom, and she made it very clear that she believes her greatest conquest was her youngest, that it was a young man who was of legal age. But she said something very interesting happened after their night of passion. Quote, "The next morning, I told him I needed to get a blow dry. So he was so young, we called his mother to see where I could get a blow dry. It was so weird that happened on the phone. It was very clear that we were in the bed together," end quote. Mom apparently gave Stifler's mom a good recommendation for a place to get her hair done at a local mall. Yeah. And it worked out okay. Mm-hmm. So
trashy.
Stifler's mom once slept with a guy who called his own mom from bed the next morning.
Yeah.
Whoa.
It's a lot to take in, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. That amount of redneck trashiness, yes.
And none of them would be considered redneck were you to meet them today.
Right. That's straight up redneck white trash behavior. But she's so funny, though.
Yeah. She's very funny.
I think she's hilarious.
Yeah.
I love
Just
her.
you and us. This is Ace TJ 5G. Thanks for watching Ace TJ TV. Please make sure you like and subscribe. We'll be right back.
Hey, if you missed TJ and Jody's house this week, you missed something great. Y'all know what me and Jody does. We burn it down. We burn it down. I tell you what, I say next week we start with a theme on the drinks. So next week's gonna be Long Island iced tea theme. We meet up in here. It's gonna be Long Island teas.
And now, a flashback from the Ace and TJ dailies.
So Riggins has he's got a house that he's going to be moving into in the next couple of weeks. A little house with a yard and a neighborhood and the whole thing. Moving out of the big city high-rise apartment. Now, when you are walking your dog now, Riggins, around and you see the people along the way, these are people that, even though you may see the same ones from time to time, they're not always in the same place. It's like they don't live, you're not walking by their house or whatever, you know. You see them along the way, they're city people. That's the guy that's, over there washing windows, or that's the, whatever guy. Now, in a neighborhood, when you go walk your dog and you run into people, they might live right next to you. And you know where everybody will live, and they'll know where you live, and you'll exchange pleasantries and all of that. Do you see yourself making friends with the neighbors to the point where you might have them over, like for a beer, or vice versa? They have you over and you would go? Any of that?
Yeah, I hope so.
You do? You want that?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I would love that.
What if they're old?
Oh God. I didn't think about that. No,
Gross.
Old.
They're old and gross.
Listen, I relate to old people more than I relate to young people. So, no, I would love that. I want to be part of a community and do that stuff.
But you got to be careful.
Okay.
Because if you have a next door neighbor, let's say, and every time you walk out, he sees you and wants to talk, then you'll start feeling like a prisoner in your home because you won't be able to, you say, is he out there? I can't go anywhere without him. And so it'll start with a chat on the street and I got to go. I got to get this dog some exercise or whatever. And then end with, all right, I'll meet you for some beers later.
Well, I experienced that already, but it's just with a homeless guy named Money.
Right.
He walks an entire block with me almost every day.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm. His name's Money?
His name's Money. I'm not sure if that's his real name, but but the other day we were, this was great. We were walking side by side. He just walks with me one block and then he bails. We were walking in front of a hotel in Uptown and a woman was walking out with one of those luggage carts that they give you at a hotel. And she had all this stuff hung up on there, and he screams at her from the sidewalk. She goes, "You walking out of somebody's life? You walking out of somebody's life?" And she goes, "Yo, shut the hell up!" And I was like, "We're not even friends. I didn't say anything. I'm just with him. This Money. You walking like she was gonna be like, oh,
That's so
it's like trying to flirt with her by yelling at her. You walking out of somebody's life? Like, she's at a hotel. Shut up."
Maybe she thought y'all were a couple.
Maybe. He didn't have a
Couple
shirt
was
on.
out walking their dog.
you and Money.
He had his shirt tucked into a belt loop of his pants. Like, it's like, buddy, this is not a great way to make a first impression.
For all things Ace and TJ, subscribe to the Ace and TJ YouTube channel.
When disaster strikes, you can count on the emergency damage experts at Paul Davis. Fire, flood, mold, or a storm, it doesn't matter. You can contact Paul Davis. Always devoted, always polite, always respectful of your needs. Learn more at acetj.com/Paul Davis.
TJ Show live on acetj.tv.
So it's a very different day today on the Ace and TJ Show. It's breaking and entering Christmas because we taped this yesterday. If you missed it, a 22-year-old who has taken in her 4 sisters because mom had some problems, got into some trouble, and the sisters were going into foster care. And the 22-year-old took them in along with her husband. 6 people, 4 kids, 2 of them living with autism. They live in a 2-bedroom house. Bedroom's so small, and one of them, they just put enough mattresses on the floor for the girls to be able to lay down. Our goal, to change their lives, give them some hope via breaking and entering Christmas, thanks to our great sponsors and Peyton's Promise. And there's something that happens at the end of this one today that is the most asked question when it comes to breaking and entering Christmas. And for the first time, you'll be able to hear what happens when they come home, which is pretty exciting. But more about the story and what this family has received through breaking and entering Christmas with the Ace and TJ Show. So our goal today is to change this family's life with breaking and entering Christmas and hopefully give them some hope because they're a little overrun. But first, you got to understand the situation. So we talked about the fact that there are 6 people that live in this house. So Alexis, you just went into the house for the first time. You started taking in all these gifts, all this food, all these toys, all this incredible stuff. But describe the condition of the house as you see it.
It is crazy because there are all these kids and they're all staying in one room, and you walked into the room, the floors are just, there's no space. They have mattresses on the floor for these kids with no bedding on them. Everything is cramped. It's just like, I can't even imagine there's 6 people living in this house.
Yeah, it's hard
crazy.
to believe. It's hard to believe.
Yeah. So, yeah, I'm feeling really good that we're going to do this for this family. It makes you appreciate your life that much more.
It really does. So let's go through some of the things the family's going to get. And let's start with the family themselves as a collective group. How about we throw in an Xbox because they have teenagers, everybody loves an Xbox, and they get not only that, a 6-month Xbox gaming pass, so they don't have to
pay for anything for 6 months, but that's how they're going to get. Also, we're taking care of their Netflix. We've got a $50 Netflix gift card. We got so much food, it fills the entire kitchen is full of food. All the cabinets are full of food, and every single person in the family now gets a brand new shower kit with loofah, body wash, shampoo, conditioners. And they have little kids, they get bubble baths and all kinds of just stuff that everybody needs. One of the big things we've done for the family, the biggest things we've done, is in conjunction with Lowe's. The people at Lowe's Home Improvement Warehouse have been incredible. Two things this family needs. They have a stove that doesn't work. All they can do is preheat. Essentially, all it will do is turn on to preheat. So if they're trying to prepare something, they put it on preheat, and then it takes hours. They have to plan so far ahead to try to use the stove. Not a problem today. Lowe's Home Improvement said, we'll give you a stove for this family and come install it for them. And they don't have a table that's big enough for everybody to sit and eat. Not a problem. Today, they're ordering a brand new table. We're going to take some measurements, and they'll have a table that will seat 6 people so they can all sit together and eat like a family for the first time, eating food that comes out of their brand new stove. All of it compliments of Lowe's Home Improvement Warehouse. So that's just spectacular that they would go out and do that for us, because just think about the fact that having a stove, there are 4 kids in this house. Having a stove that works is a game changer for them.
All the chicken nuggets that you can put in the oven?
All right.
Come on now.
They got that, and the fact that we've gotten so much food, this will get them well through the holidays, well into the next year. So those are a couple of the big things. As far as what everybody else has coming, what they have individually, we'll get into all that stuff coming up next.
The Ace and TJ Show will be back in less than 3 minutes.
Breaking and Entering Christmas is back with the Ace and TJ Show Tuesday, November 29th. Thanks to great sponsors like Deacon Food Service. Here for all your food service equipment needs. Deacon delivers. Get details at deaconfs.com. That's deaconfs.com. Tuesday, November 29th is a very special day. That is the first installment of Breaking and Entering Christmas. And this year, Breaking and Entering Christmas is made possible thanks to great sponsors like Bradham Brothers. Bradham Brothers, heating, air, and electrical installation and service that you can trust at bradhambrothers.com.
Temperature regulation.
Pressure relief.
Built to last.
Better value.
It's mattress shopping that's all about you.
Lake Norman Chill mattresses are twice as nice for half the price. Only at Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture.
If you haven't checked it out, Ace TJ 5G is streaming everywhere all the time. All thanks to O'Connor Insurance. They've been in business since January of 2000. They treat every customer how they would want to be treated. Learn more at acetj.com/O'Connor.
Now, better ingredients, better pizza means that each bite of every Papa John's slice just keeps getting better. From that first bite you have to blow on, to that second bite of crispy, crunchy toppings, to that string of gooey, melty cheese. And just when you're thinking this cannot get any better, you get to the crust and you realize it's not just any crust. Oh no, it's epic stuffed crust that's hand-stuffed with cheese. Better ingredients, better pizza, even better when it's stuffed.
From Peyton's Promise to How Can We Help You Wednesday to now with Breaking and Entering Christmas, we can always count on the Temple team at Keller Williams Realty to sponsor and help us make dreams come true. Buying, selling, investing, your first thought should be the Temple team at Keller Williams Realty. Go to acetj.com/Temple team.
The Johnson Group Facility Services is a commercial cleaning company that focuses more on customer satisfaction than the bottom line, because each customer works directly with the owners every step of the way. If you need any commercial cleaning, the Johnson Group can handle it. Get details at acetj.com/clean.
Breaking and Entering Christmas is happening right now, and it's all thanks to AB Mortgage. Tammy and Curtis are ready to help you with a mortgage or refinancing. We just love those two. Learn more at acetj.com/AB.
It's uncut and uncensored. It's the Ace and TJ Share Funny podcast, live every day on the Ace and TJ app at 9 Eastern or on YouTube. Just search for Ace TJ TV on YouTube or wherever you download podcasts daily. It's Share Funny, sponsored by The Closet Niche.
Morning radio just evolved again. This is the Ace and TJ Show live on acetj.tv. Just you and us. This is Ace TJ 5G.
You've been thinking about buying a new home, or maybe you're ready to list your home. Perhaps you want to invest. Think it might be a good time. You call Melissa Chambers of Chambers & Associates Realty. Melissa Chambers and her team, buying, selling, investing, they have the knowledge to walk you through the process, make it very easy for you, and make sure you get the very best deal possible. Give them a call today, 704-439-6232, 704-439-6232, or online at lkncharlottehomes.com/AceTJ.
What to do, what to do, what to do, what to do. So I am soaring now that I've had a little bit of coffee. My head is hot. My insides are hot.
Weird.
Your outside is hot.
My outside's
He got hot insides, outsides. He's hot everywhere.
Hot and sexy.
So why had you not had coffee in 2 days, Riggin?
I just ran out, and I didn't want to go to the grocery store last week because I forget what I was doing, but I didn't have time. And I ran out of coffee, ran out of tea bags, so I don't have a glass of tea in the afternoon. I'm low on caffeine.
God. And you haven't found time in all of that to go get your most prized essentials? Coffee and tea? What have you been doing? Building a skyscraper?
I know.
Under a deadline?
Yesterday was crazy. I had to go to the dentist, get my teeth cleaned, and I got a new dentist. They were great. Again, dental hygienists are hot everywhere.
They're all hot.
And it's no exception at this new dentist's office.
And you know what? The hygienists and the dental assistants and all, you don't have to worry about them. You know, sometimes when you see people wearing the mask, you think, oh, that person may have messed up mouth. May look like a tiger up in the mouth or something.
Yeah.
But you don't even consider that with a hygienist.
No.
You figure they've got pretty mouth too.
That would scare me if they had jacked up teeth.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm going somewhere else.
Yeah. It's like a barber with a really bad haircut.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know. I just I didn't have time.
You're so
But
cute with your, I can't have my glass of tea in the evenings. Like, that's
can't.
your routine for real.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I've got a routine. And it works for me, I like being scheduled out like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and his tea sweetened with an old-fashioned artificial sweetener that you can't hardly find in the stores anymore.
You can't find it. So I get it.
It's called Sugar Twin.
Sugar Twin. I get it shipped in.
Oh my God.
Last Christmas, my sister-in-law, Peanut, surprised me with a big box of it that she found online at like some fourth-party seller. Like, it's not even from Amazon. She was like, I don't know where this came from, but it was all in little packets. And I think there was 2,000 packets of it. But I use so little. I use like half a pack of, it's like a Sweet and Low, but I use like half a pack. But man, I am soaring today.
This is Ace TJ TV. The Ace and TJ Show will be right back.
Hey, it's Ace, and if you're into games, TCGs like Pokemon or Magic the Gathering, I am standing in your little piece of heaven. It's the Mighty Meeple in Concord. This is dual lands from the Unlimited set. Cards from every Magic set for the past 30 years. It's all right here. Commander decks, all of them for the past 20 years. And when it comes to the biggest game in the world, Pokemon, they've got everything from base set to the most recent games. As you can see, there's always something happening at the Meeple. If you're looking to power up your games, check them out. The Mighty Meeple, acetj.com/games.
Well, we have a lot of friends that help make things possible on the show as far as our charitable efforts with How Can We Help You Wednesday and with Peyton's Promise. And one of those that we value so much would be the Temple team at Keller Williams Realty. The Temple team at Keller Williams Realty can handle all of the stuff when it comes to buying, selling your house, the staging, the advertising, all of it. They're the best. We love them. You can find them at acetj.com/Temple Team, the Temple team at Keller Williams Realty.
The Johnson Group Facility Services is a commercial cleaning company that focuses more on customer satisfaction than the bottom line because each customer works directly with the owners every step of the way. If you need any commercial cleaning, the Johnson Group can handle it. Get details at acetj.com/clean.
Morning radio just evolved again. This is the Ace and TJ Show live on acetj.tv.
Lose weight, this is very easy for you to do. Just go to acetj.com/weight loss and order Calitrin. Calitrin is the highest quality collagen that we could get. It promotes lean muscle and fat loss. It's scientifically proven to help you lose weight. And you're getting ready to start losing weight for the new year as your New Year's revolution. You say you want a revolution? Well, start it with Calitrin. And you say, I'm not taking any diet drugs. Not a diet drug. Not at all. Just told you what it was. Listen when people talking to you. So if you buy 1 month of Calitrin, you get 1 month free. If you get 2 months worth, you get 2 months free. Buy 2 months, get 2 months free, all the way up to scale, however many you want. That's the deal. acetj.com/weight loss. You're going to love the Calitrin people. It's actually their family crest, the Calitrin people.
Peoples.
acetj.com/weight loss.
So this is a very different edition of Breaking and Entering Christmas. And remember, the best part about this is at the conclusion of this, because we had to tape it yesterday, we got a reaction video from the nominator when the kids came home, and it's awesome. So for the first time ever, you'll be able to hear what's happening as we conclude this edition of Breaking and Entering Christmas 2022.
So just in case you missed the backstory of what's happening today with Breaking and Entering Christmas, we are, quote unquote, breaking into a house, a 2-bedroom house that has 6 people living in it. A 22-year-old and her husband, and then her 4 sisters, 15, 13, 10, and 3. Yeah, they took them all in because they were going to go into foster care. So rather than let the family be broken apart, she said, no, we'll take them in. And think about this too. Her husband didn't sign up to have 4 kids all of a sudden come into the home. So to say they're overwhelmed would be quite an understatement. So let's go through what everybody's got. We mentioned that they're getting a new stove, they're getting a new table, they're getting an Xbox with an Xbox Game Pass, they're getting a Netflix subscription that goes along with that and everything. But when it comes to just general stuff, tons of puzzles, popcorn set, board games. Remember, 2 of these girls are autistic, so they're very helpful. These are things that are very helpful with them when it comes to things to do around the house to help them learn and help them with their different skill sets. Gingerbread house kits, simple things like hot cocoa kits. All of the girls get pajamas, socks, clothes, gift cards to TJ Maxx, Visa gift cards, Walmart gift cards, little things that allow them to go spend money like other kids get the chance to do, especially after Christmas. Jogger sets, leggings. So just in case you missed the backstory of what's happening today with Breaking and Entering Christmas, we are, quote unquote, breaking into a house, a 2-bedroom house that has 6 people living in it. A 22-year-old and her husband, and then her 4 sisters, 15, 13, 10, and 3. Yeah, they took them all in because they were going to go into foster care. So rather than let the family be broken apart, she said, no, we'll take them in. And think about this too. Her husband didn't sign up to have 4 kids all of a sudden come into the home. So to say they're overwhelmed would be quite an understatement. So let's go through what everybody's got. We mentioned that they're getting a new stove, they're getting a new table, they're getting an Xbox with an Xbox Game Pass, they're getting a Netflix subscription that goes along with that and everything. But when it comes to just general stuff, tons of puzzles, popcorn set, board games. Remember, 2 of these girls are autistic, so they're very helpful. These are things that are very helpful with them when it comes to things to do around the house to help them learn and help them with their different skill sets. Gingerbread house kits, simple things like hot cocoa kits. All of the girls get pajamas, socks, clothes, gift cards to TJ Maxx, Visa gift cards, Walmart gift cards, little things that allow them to go spend money like other kids get the chance to do, especially after Christmas. Jogger sets, leggings, sweaters. A lot of this is clothes because they really need a lot of clothes. Hoodies, gloves, socks. That's kind of the main focus when it comes to the gifts. And then just a bunch of different gifts for the family themselves. Things they can do as a collective, whether it's board games, whether it's a chance to go to the movies, whether it's gift cards for Walmart, or little things like going to Longhorn, going to Outback, going to Panera Bread, those types of places. We've got them a ton of gift cards for food because that gives them the chance to get out and be a family, get outside the home, and enjoy a night out, something they're never able to do. And thanks to the people at Little Smiles, who we worked with for years with Breaking and Entering Christmas, the Ace and TJ show, the two smallest girls, each one of them get a brand spanking new bicycle this year. Now, how awesome is that going to be on Christmas morning when they're out here riding their brand new bikes? Something they never hoped for, they never dreamed of, they never thought it would be possible, but they're both going to get brand new bikes, all kinds of learning toys, because remember, you've got a 22-year-old matriarch of the family, so to speak, who's taking care of a 3-year-old who's autistic. So it's just an incredible day today to see what's happening here with Breaking and Entering Christmas. All thanks to you for being a part of the radio family and supporting Peyton's Promise, and our great sponsors. Obviously, Lowe's Home Improvement Warehouse. We've spent a couple $1,000s with Lowe's today, and Lowe's picked up the tab to take care of a brand new stove and a new table for the family. Bradham Brothers Heating, Air, and Electrical Installation, bradhambrothers.com. They're fantastic. Home Trust Bank. Home Trust Bank has been a huge sponsor for a while now. HTB.com for Home Trust Bank. The Temple team at Keller Williams Realty, love them so much. TJ and I have worked with them for years and years and years. acetj.com/Temple team. Deacon Food Service Equipment. Deacon Delivers, DeaconFS.com. AB Mortgage, Tammy and Curtis have been huge supporters of everything we've done with the Ace and TJ show. That's acetj.com/AB. And our new friends at CompuCom, transforming the digital workplace, CompuCom.com. We have a couple of things left to do to finish up here for Breaking and Entering Christmas, to get all of the food in, to get all of the biggest problem inside the house right now, quite honestly, is getting space for all of the toys to be set up. They do have a Christmas tree. That's their only decoration. They have a Christmas tree, and they have a couple of pictures that the kids have drawn it all on the wall, which is really sweet. But other than that, no decorations. We've got a ton of decorations, more food than they would know what to do with, brand new bikes, toys, Xbox. They got a stove coming, all that, all because of you, the radio family, made it possible to hopefully change these people's lives today, thanks to Breaking and Entering Christmas. And we got to wrap up and then get out of here before somebody comes home and catches us here. So thank you so much for making this possible for us.
You said only 2 gifts!
Holy crap!
What is all this stuff?
Where did I get it from?
Is that a bite? Goodbye, lizard!
You do it?
There's enough for you.
Oh no.
Have you ever thrown the lizard? No! I need it this morning. Pick up the beds this morning. Which bike is mine?
And that food in the kitchen.
Mommy, which bike is mine?
I'm so confused on what happened.
Your phone is my bike?
Yeah, Rosa was trying to pack it down. Holy crap! Go get that letter right there. That card.
The Ace and TJ show will be back in less than 3 minutes.
If you want to sleep better and lose weight, then the product that you need is called Calitrin, or you can pronounce it Calitrin. Very easy for you to get. Just go to acetj.com/weight loss. acetj.com/weight loss for Calitrin.
Now, better ingredients, better pizza means that each bite of every Papa John's slice just keeps getting better. From that first bite you have to blow on, to that second bite of crispy, crunchy toppings, to that string of gooey, melty cheese. And just when you're thinking this cannot get any better, you get to the crust and you realize it's not just any crust. Oh no, it's epic stuffed crust that's hand-stuffed with cheese. Better ingredients, better pizza, even better when it's stuffed.
show than you can get on the radio. This is Ace TJ 5G.
Let's go boom. All the hottest trending topics just a couple of minutes away with Now Trending, sponsored by the Johnson Group. You have commercial cleaning needs, just reach out to the Johnson Group. They can take care of them better than anybody else. Over 15 million square feet of office and medical building space every single month they take care of in the area. It's acetj.com/clean. acetj.com/clean to find out more about the Johnson Group.
Alexa, I know that you leave motivational notes for yourself and stuff, but do you ever speak to yourself aloud to motivate yourself?
Oh, 100%.
You do?
Yeah.
Now, do you use I or do you use you?
You.
You? Okay, well, that's what they say. They say your self-pep talks will work better if you say you and not I. So instead of saying I can do this, you say you can do this. Come on, Alexis, you can do this.
You got it, girl.
Whatever. So this is a study done out of Bangor Good University in Wales.
What?
Bangor University in Wales, where they found that people who give themselves motivational comments using second person are improved performance. Now, Ace has also used this for many, many years, probably his whole life, in the better way to curse yourself.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know, because he cusses himself out all the time when he does something he feels is not up to snuff, as they say.
Regularly.
Yeah, he
Daily.
calls himself. He'll go you know, things like that.
Did it this morning. Sitting here trying to record before the show started and had to, cuss myself out pretty good and told myself how stupid I was. I need to read. Just read, you
I heard
stupid.
that.
Oh,
Yeah, I was walking out and he goes, "You need to learn to read."
Read the script, you stupid.
That was pretty funny.
You need to learn to read, you dummy.
Yeah, and that was me talking to me.
Oh,
So-
my God.
Nobody cusses him out like he does.
Yeah.
No.
And so
It's
they
not
don't
even
even need
close.
to. They don't even need to do the next round of the study to see, how you should speak to yourself when you're cussing yourself out. It's already that research has been done. It's already been brought in. Do you do that, Alexis? When you do something stupid, do you talk to yourself that way, or do you say, "I need to stop doing it"? Oh my God, or do you never curse yourself out?
I don't curse myself out. I just say we need to just try better next time.
Yeah, there you go.
Well, you need to
So
add some
you're,
intensity to that.
So yeah, you don't believe in spanking to correct yourself. then,
No,
do you?
no, I don't.
See, Ace does. Ace will spank himself. Yeah, he's like, spare.
I don't know if I like that or not.
He's like, spare the rod, spoil the ace. I'm sorry, I was just singing the Grinch song to everybody. By request, I might add. Because y'all are foul ones. Mr. Grinch.
Do y'all play Christmas music at home?
Yes.
I do.
On an accordion.
Okay. Do you Riggins?
No, just
Yeah.
when I'm putting up the tree, I'll play 20 minutes of it and then I'm done with it.
Right. Okay.
I like it though.
Yeah. Rob, do you and Meredith play Christmas music around the house?
Nope.
I didn't think so. No. Okay.
By the way, the other day I said Michael Bublé's version of "All I Want for Christmas Is You" is way for you. "All I Want for Christmas Is You" is way better than Mariah Carey's version.
Yes.
So is Kelly Clarkson's version.
Man.
Yeah.
Mariah's dropped to number 3 in the TJ household.
So overly. I'm so tired of hearing that.
Oh man.
"All I Want for Christmas Is You" by Mariah Carey.
I started to say that's terrible, but I don't.
You feel the same?
No, I don't really listen to Christmas music that much. I don't know. It didn't bother me at all.
Yeah, I mean, if she is the type of person that would marry and procreate with that hate machine called Nick Cannon, then I'm sick of her in general.
But this was the '90s, and this was pre Nick Cannon and all that.
Yeah.
I think.
But
I don't
that
think
just
you,
shows
I think
there's
you can't
nothing
hold
to-
her to that standard. I don't
There's
think.
nothing to her. Because he is a hateful, terrible person.
Let's see what's trending.
Now trending on the Ace and TJ Show.
Well, happy National Cocoa Day. Happy National Cocoa Day.
I like hot cocoa.
Hot cocoa.
Nice.
Never had it.
You've never had hot cocoa?
Never, not
Yeah,
once.
you're really
What?
missing out, Riggins. I think you would enjoy it.
Yeah, I probably would.
Yeah, you have some in the house around like on a cold afternoon. You would love it, I think.
Hot chocolate water. That's what I see when I see that stuff. I'm just like, that can't be good. Like a Yoo-hoo. I just look at a Yoo-hoo and I'm like, there's no way that's tasty. But people love it.
The hot chocolate in spirited form is good. If you have any of that rum chata lying around the house, that's good in it.
Or vanilla vodka might be good in it.
Caramel vodka.
Or caramel vodka.
You see where everybody's head's at. You know, it'd be better than that. Bunch of booze.
Yeah.
Bunch of alcohol. Get wasted.
it up.
Yeah, Merry Christmas.
Drunk.
That's what the holidays are for.
I said spirited. It makes it way more sophisticated.
You're no better than the potheads. You're like, yeah, do that, but high.
That's true. That's a good point.
This would be a lot better if you were high.
Yeah. Which is usually
Stoned.
the case.
Is there a difference between hot cocoa and hot chocolate?
No.
It's just another one.
One is what Southerners say, and one's what Yankees say.
Which is which?
Southerners say hot chocolate.
Southerners say hot chocolate. Okay.
Yeah.
So hot cocoa. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. This website probably put together by New York or something like that.
Ew.
Betty White, her estate was sold last year, and the home that she lived in for decades was demolished yesterday. Kind of sad.
That is sad.
You know, and it was pristine, just like Betty White, clean and beautiful, but it was definitely dated. So I guess, it's in California. They're going to make a better house. She bought it in 1968.
That's great. And she lived in it that whole time.
Mm-hmm.
I was watching The Proposal the other day. She's in that, and she's so funny in it.
With
Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's a good movie.
she's hilarious.
Yeah, it's a
Oh,
cute one.
R.I.P.
R.I.P.
I mean, she's been dead.
I know she's been dead, but it just reminded me again. Like,
Okay.
oh,
Ace hates Betty White.
I know he does.
I don't hate Betty
He doesn't
White.
even want us to mourn her.
He hates all those who have crossed over.
I never said I hated Betty White.
Don't you dislike her?
Where did
Yeah,
this
you
start?
were. Didn't you say you were tired of Betty White?
I said I don't like when the running shtick of an old person is being graphically vulgar.
Yeah.
I don't like that. That's
and
cheap.
that's
That's
TJ.
cheap comedy.
That was TJ. Sorry. I apologize.
It just
But I
seems like
like-
something that you would feel like, Ace.
No, Ace loves when old people are vulgar.
But I liked Betty White a lot. I enjoyed her work. I thought she was really good.
I mean,
And that's why I was so against her falling into that whole shtick.
Yeah.
why would I hate Betty White? I mean, I am a vulgar old person, so I don't. I mean, that's true.
Right up
I'm
your
not going to
alley.
dislike her for that.
My papa loved Betty White in that way.
In that way.
Well, she was
Only
really
woman
hot.
that I ever knew of when I was growing up, because my papa was a sweet, just the definition example of a sweet Southern grandfather, and that's the only woman he ever even would say that he thought was pretty.
Really?
Mm-hmm. And boy, my Nana wouldn't let him forget it either.
She reminded me.
Mm-hmm.
What did he think about her doing all this dirt? I mean, he did. He never saw
She
that.
never did that before he had passed. Thank God.
Didn't break his heart.
Yeah.
Thank you, God. And then you'll also see Sam Bankman-Fried as one of the top trending topics at the moment. If you haven't been following the story, he's this cryptocurrency guy living in the Bahamas, defrauded a bunch of investors. Allegedly, he's now been arrested, and they are going to extradite him to the United States, it looks like. But this young guy kind of got in at the beginning of the cryptocurrency thing, made a lot of money, was having these kind of wild parties down in the Bahamas, and the whole story is just wild. He was dating a girl who was the daughter of the chairman of the SEC or something like that. I mean, the whole story is just wacky, but he's been arrested. And he's gross looking. So that just makes the story just a little bit more fun.
He went from being a billionaire to owing hundreds of millions of dollars in less than 24 hours.
Yeah, it was crazy.
I was reading about it the other day. Just when you really get into the story, first off, he seems like a moron for what he tried to pull off. But then it worked for a second. But then eventually it's going to catch up to him, and he went from a billionaire to owing the world hundreds of millions in 24 hours.
Yeah, it's like an unbelievable.
Yeah.
And thank God I am the way I am, and I didn't take the time to learn about crypto.
Yeah, right.
I stayed blissfully ignorant about crypto, and now it's nothing. It would have just been time wasted.
Maybe. But those are a few things that are now trending.
Okay, there was a segment on I think it was the Reddit. You know, I keep up with Reddit and all because I'm a kid. I like to stay with what the kids are doing. Reddit, BuzzFeed, that genealogy website called CuzFeed. That's one of my favorites, CuzFeed. But they've had people participating in who has had the worst in-law experience and the most cringeworthy interaction with their in-laws. And we're going to see if anybody in the Ace and TJ family can top any of these. It'll be fun and spreading Christmas joy. Coming up next.
Get more Ace and TJ than ever before
Wait a minute.
at acetj.com or acetj.tv. You can hear and see the Ace and TJ show anytime you want. Or
This is Ace TJ TV. The Ace and TJ show will be right back.
Hey, it's Ace, and if you're into games, TCGs like Pokemon or Magic the Gathering, I am standing in your little piece of heaven. It's the Mighty Meeple in Concord. This is dual lands from the Unlimited set. Cards from every Magic set for the past 30 years. It's all right here. Commander decks, all of them for the past 20 years. And when it comes to the biggest game in the world, Pokemon, they've got everything from base set to the most recent games. As you can see, there's always something happening at the Meeple. If you're looking to power up your games, check them out. The Mighty Meeple, acetj.com/games.
Well, we have a lot of friends that help make things possible on the show as far as our charitable efforts with How Can We Help You Wednesday and with Peyton's Promise. And one of those that we value so much would be the Temple team at Keller Williams Realty. The Temple team at Keller Williams Realty can handle all of the stuff when it comes to buying, selling your house, the staging, the advertising, all of it. They're the best. We love them. You can find them at acetj.com/Temple Team, the Temple team at Keller Williams Realty.
The Johnson Group Facility Services is a commercial cleaning company that focuses more on customer satisfaction than the bottom line because each customer works directly with the owners every step of the way. If you need any commercial cleaning, the Johnson Group can handle it. Get details at acetj.com/clean.
the 7 a.m. hour. Thanks for spending your morning with us, and thanks for watching while you drink your coffee. This is the Ace and TJ Show on acetjtv.
More show than you can get on the radio. This is Ace TJ 5G.
Let's go boom.
So, the Temple team is where we are. We just did Breaking and Entering Christmas, and wouldn't be possible without our partners for things like Peyton's Promise and How Can We Help You Wednesday and things like that. And the Temple team is always there to help us. We've known them for years. They've been friends of ours for years. The Temple team at Keller Williams Realty. So anything you need as far as staging, selling, buying, even looking at a house, get in touch with the Temple team at Keller Williams Realty. acetj.com/Temple team.
Okay, let's find out. We haven't done this in a couple of days, so maybe it'll be very exciting today. Let's play a round of what you're into. Alexis?
I am into getting.
Alexis?
Yes.
What you into today?
I'm into finally getting a Christmas tree today.
So today's finally the day.
Yes. Been waiting forever. We're only going to have it up for 2 weeks, but.
That's still good.
Yeah, better than nothing.
Yeah.
So I'm very excited about that.
So, and ornaments?
I got some ornaments already.
Yeah, if you don't know, Alexis has never had a tree because she grew up Jehovah's Witness, and this is the first year she's going to have her very own tree.
Yep.
Even though you haven't been a part of the Jehovah's Witness church in 14 years?
Yeah, in a very long time.
So you have you just went out and bought some generic ornaments?
Yep,
Okay.
and I got an owl ornament, of course, that was speaking to me, so I had to get it. And we'll see what else speaks to me.
Okay. That's a cool thing to be into today, though.
Yeah.
Riggins, what you into?
I'm into Selena Gomez's standing Jack in the Box order. Love Selena Gomez. Cute as they come. She gets 4 tacos, 3 egg rolls, onion rings, and a spicy chicken sandwich. Atta girl.
That's a solid order.
I like that.
4 tacos, 3 egg rolls, onion rings, spicy chicken sandwich. Standing order. It's a great order.
Love that.
Yeah. Those egg rolls or those tacos right there at Jack in the Box are delicious.
Those egg rolls are so good, too.
I've never had the egg rolls from Jack in the Box.
she
Yeah.
loves the
They're
egg rolls.
really good. And the sweet and sour sauce they have, oof,
Real good.
it's so good.
TJ, what you into today?
How much time we got left?
25 seconds.
Okay. Then I had 2 to choose from. One would take longer than 25 seconds. Where the Crawdads Sing. I saw that over the weekend. It was good.
Did you like it?
Yeah, I liked it.
I thought it was okay.
I like
Yeah, I
that.
like it. The other thing I had was really good, but Alexis went on and on about her Christmas tree. Whatever. So,
Sorry.
I mean, I actually had something today, but whatever.
Thank you, Alexis.
An owl spoke to her. Ooh, that never happens.
Just you and us. This is Ace TJ 5G.
The Ace and TJ Show will be back in less than 3 minutes.
Ace TJ 5G presents Today in History.
Hey, it's Ace, and coming up on Today in History, proof that every vote does indeed count. Oh, you'll remember this one. Next, Breaking and Entering Christmas is back with the Ace and TJ Show Tuesday, November 29th. Thanks to great sponsors like Deacon Food Service. Here for all your food service equipment needs. Deacon delivers. Get details at deaconfs.com. That's deaconfs.com.
Temperature regulation.
Pressure relief.
Built to last.
Better value.
It's mattress shopping that's all about you.
Lake Norman Chill mattresses are twice as nice for half the price. Only at Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture.
Breaking and Entering Christmas is happening right now, and it's all thanks to AB Mortgage. Tammy and Curtis are ready to help you with a mortgage or refinancing. We just love those two. Learn more at acetj.com/AB.
Tuesday, November 29th is a very special day. That is the first installment of Breaking and Entering Christmas. And this year, Breaking and Entering Christmas is made possible thanks to great sponsors like Bradham Brothers. Bradham Brothers, heating, air, and electrical installation and service that you can trust at bradhambrothers.com. Check out acetjtv and Ace at Large, my tour around the area with great places to go and cool things to do. Ace at Large is sponsored by Gaston County Travel and Tourism. Get details at acetj.com/Gaston. Sign up for the newsletter for the latest from Gaston County Travel and Tourism. acetj.com/Gaston. It's uncut and uncensored. It's the Ace and TJ Share Funny podcast, live every day on the Ace and TJ app at 9 Eastern or on YouTube. Just search for acetjtv on YouTube or wherever you download podcasts daily. It's Share Funny, sponsored by The Closet Niche.
Ace TJ 5G presents Today in History.
It was 22 years ago today, December 13th, the year 2000. On this day, Al Gore finally conceded the presidential election to George W. Bush. The entire presidential election, hundreds of millions of votes, decided by 537 votes and the U.S. Supreme Court. And that's Today in History.
You're watching Morning Radio. Welcome to the Ace and TJ Show on acetjtv.
I wasn't ready. I was yawning. TJ, the whole time, he's like, you're up here. And I was like, I got it. And I was yawning. PapaJohns.com. You can order anytime, or you can order Papa John's pizza right from within the free Ace and TJ app. Try the new Shakaroni pizza. It's delicious.
It is. Oh, so on the BuzzFeed, I couldn't remember whether it was the Reddit or the BuzzFeed, but it's the BuzzFeed. People were sharing the most unhinged things their in-laws have done, which we were the first public broadcasting of any type. Not that we work for the government, public broadcasting, but broadcasting to the public. To start doing mother-in-law stories and father-in-law, mainly mothers-in-law, and how they don't get along with daughters-in-law and all of that stuff. Well, now everybody's doing it, just like a second chance prom or any of the other things that we started. So they asked this question about the most unhinged thing, and these people are just crazy. This one says that when my mother-in-law was 70, part of the celebrations was a 4-day cruise. My husband was invited without me. He came back furious. She had spent the whole 4 days nagging him to divorce me, and we'd been married over 20 years and had 2 adult daughters. Well, why would he even go?
That's what I was wondering. What do you mean he came back and he was furious?
And that's her complaint, that the mother-in-law was talking badly about her on the cruise. You ought to be mad at your husband for going. Yeah. What, Riggins?
Yeah, that is weird.
So as close as you are to your mom, if she didn't like your wife and invited the whole family on a cruise for her birthday and said that your wife's not invited, would you go?
Hell no.
Right.
That's the rudest. I mean, that's like beyond
petty to the max.
And that makes me believe that that's not the first time she's acted like insane.
But then again, we don't know what the daughter-in-law had maybe done to the mother-in-law. What, Alexis, do you know?
I don't know, but
okay,
still,
well then why? You just identify with the young woman. That's all you're doing.
She should be the bigger person. She's older. She should set an example.
You don't know what kind of Jezebel this woman has been to her mother-in-law?
That's a valid point.
Jezebel, really?
Mm-hmm.
Don't be dramatic.
You're being dramatic. Automatically blaming it on this woman.
I'm not blaming. I'm just saying she should be the bigger person since she's older.
The young one should be the better person, because the older one is already. I mean, she's 70. She's set in her ways and is, in her golden years. She doesn't need that kind of aggravation.
Listen, we look up to y'all to show us the way.
Yeah. All right. Because I try to show you the way every day, and I get mocked.
Yeah.
No. I'm still listening, though.
Mm-hmm. Whatever. But this one was my favorite. This woman said that her father-in-law and mother-in-law were in town for a doctor's appointment. They had instructions to go home and administer an enema for the mother-in-law. Instead, they came to my house and did the procedure on our guest bed.
Ew.
They didn't tell us until they were ready to leave and had soiled bedding and towels.
Wait.
They also failed to mention the state of the bathroom. They lamely apologized for, quote-unquote, not thinking. However, they didn't offer to wash the bedding or clean the bathroom. My husband explained to them that this wasn't okay and to clear with us before doing any more medical procedures in our home. Okay, hey, before you come in here and give Mom an enema again, you need to tell us that you're going to do it and find out if it's okay.
And they did it on the bed.
That's
Yeah.
disgusting.
Mm-hmm.
And, I don't know what that goes into that procedure fully, but still, that's
Well,
gross.
it's not something that you would do right before the dinner guests arrive. I can tell you that.
Wow.
In the bathroom, what did they do in there that they left it like in such a bad mess?
That's unreal.
All right, I'll have to explain to you in the break because it would be too graphic to do it on the regular show. But yeah, it's an immediate sometimes reaction to
Oh my God!
There's a reason they
the
say
bed at your kid's house.
Well, just go in the bathtub.
There's a reason they say keep your friends close and your enemas close. Right. All right, so who can come close to either one of those for the most unhinged thing from your in-laws? The thing about this one though is it has to be around Christmas. It has to revolve around the Christmas and holidays, since we're in that time. So the most unhinged thing your in-laws have done during the holidays. This could be fun. Christmas enemas are always funny. You know that.
Please let us get another Christmas enema.
You know, the enema when you're playing Jingle Bells and the whole thing. The whole ding.
The whole ding?
All right, so send us a DM on the social medias or just comment anywhere you can at the Ace TJ Show. Let's go.
The Ace and TJ Show is now more audio at acetj.com and more video at acetj.tv. Hear and see the show anytime, how you want, when you want. This is the Ace and TJ Show. The Ace and TJ Show will be back in less than 3 minutes.
Breaking and Entering Christmas is back with the Ace and TJ Show Tuesday, November 29th. Thanks to great sponsors like Deacon Food Service. Here for all your food service equipment needs. Deacon delivers. Get details at deaconfs.com. That's deaconfs.com. Tuesday, November 29th is a very special day. That is the first installment of Breaking and Entering Christmas. And this year, Breaking and Entering Christmas is made possible thanks to great sponsors like Bradham Brothers. Bradham Brothers, heating, air, and electrical installation and service that you can trust at bradhambrothers.com.
Temperature regulation.
Pressure relief.
Built to last.
Better value.
It's mattress shopping that's all about you.
Lake Norman Chill mattresses are twice as nice for half the price. Only at Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture.
If you haven't checked it out, Ace TJ 5G is streaming everywhere all the time. All thanks to O'Connor Insurance. They've been in business since January of 2000. They treat every customer how they would want to be treated. Learn more at acetj.com/O'Connor.
Now, better ingredients, better pizza means that each bite of every Papa John's slice just keeps getting better. From that first bite you have to blow on, to that second bite of crispy, crunchy toppings, to that string of gooey, melty cheese. And just when you're thinking this cannot get any better, you get to the crust and you realize it's not just any crust. Oh no, it's epic stuffed crust that's hand-stuffed with cheese. Better ingredients, better pizza, even better when it's stuffed.
From Peyton's Promise to How Can We Help You Wednesday to now with Breaking and Entering Christmas, we can always count on the Temple team at Keller Williams Realty to sponsor and help us make dreams come true. Buying, selling, investing, your first thought should be the Temple Team at Keller Williams Realty. Go to acetj.com/Temple Team.
The Johnson Group Facility Services is a commercial cleaning company that focuses more on customer satisfaction than the bottom line because each customer works directly with the owners every step of the way. If you need any commercial cleaning, the Johnson Group can handle it. Get details at acetj.com/clean.
Breaking and entering Christmas is happening right now, and it's all thanks to AB Mortgage. Tammy and Curtis are ready to help you with a mortgage or refinancing. We just love those two. Learn more at acetj.com/AB.
It's uncut and uncensored. It's the Ace and TJ Share Funny podcast, live every day on the Ace and TJ app at 9 Eastern or on YouTube. Just search for Ace TJ TV on YouTube or wherever you download podcasts daily. It's Share Funny, sponsored by The Closet Niche.
Morning radio just evolved again. This is the Ace and TJ Show live on acetj.tv. More show than you can get on the radio. This is Ace TJ 5G.
Let me tell you about my man Curtis. My man Curtis over at Atlantic Bay Mortgage can take care of you. As can Tammy. Tammy and Curtis, Atlantic Bay Mortgage. Look, here's the situation. I can give you personal testimony, so to speak, when it comes to Atlantic Bay Mortgage. Because when it comes to buying property, buying a house, when I bought my townhouse a little over a year ago, man, it's a lot going on. They ask you a lot of questions. I don't like people asking me about money. It's a lot of things that go into it, and it can be kind of overwhelming. Thankfully, Tammy and Curtis come along, and they break everything down and prevent you from doing a lot of unnecessary work. They keep you focused on what's the most important thing and help you put together the best deal possible. They call it lending peace of mind. It is worth its weight in gold. They are fantastic when it comes to walking you through a process and making sure you don't feel overwhelmed, that you feel as if and know that you're getting the best possible deal the entire time. They're just good people that want to make sure you're well taken care of. That's what they do. That's why they call it lending peace of mind. Whatever it is you're doing, mortgage, refinance, cash out refi, let them help you set it up because it can be done easier than you think and probably more effectively than you think. acetj.com/AB. acetj.com/AB for Atlantic Bay Mortgage. NMLS number 72043.
Here's the headline from the Associated Press. Fake psychic sentenced in $3 million fraud scheme. All right. Well, that's redundant. No need to put the word fake in front of psychic. All psychics are fake.
Stop.
Pow.
They are.
That's not true.
There's no such thing as psychics. And putting the word fake in front of it lends credibility to what a psychic claims to be. So, what?
I think you're going to upset the psychic community.
Well, then they're already
upset.
They're already upset because they knew I was going to say it.
Say that.
Whatever.
They know your type.
But they were found guilty. This psychic and her partner, and I think the one of them was a man. Of the two, at least one of them was a man, which right there should tip you off, because rarely are there men claiming to be psychics and tarot card readers and stuff. It's mostly women.
Yeah.
Did they have to prove that? Oh, sorry.
They have to prove what?
Did they have to prove that they weren't psychic?
If that were the case, then they would. I think that it's already been proven that they're not psychic. They were. I think the claim is that they were. Had an ongoing thing taking people's money and all until the money ran out, and then the psychic stuff ran out too. Somehow they were able to prove that they were frauds. But how in 2022, the year 2022 of our Lord, are people still falling for psychic traps and being defrauded by psychics, so to speak?
Millions of people believe in them. I don't understand it either. It's not my thing, but I don't know.
Yeah.
The police even use psychics on their cases sometimes. So what do you mean?
I don't like all police. I don't believe all police.
Oh my God.
I just don't believe that there's any such thing as psychics. I think it's all a bunch of the technical term is hooey. Hooey is what it is.
Thanks for watching Ace TJ TV. Please make sure you like and subscribe. We'll be right back.
Hey, if you missed TJ and Jody's house this week, you missed something great. Y'all know what me and Jody does. We burn it down. We burn it down. I tell you what, I say next week we start with a theme on the drinks. So next week's gonna be Long Island iced tea theme. We meet up in here. It's gonna be Long Island teas.
And now, a flashback from the Ace and TJ Dailies.
So Riggins has he's got a house that he's going to be moving into in the next couple of weeks. A little house with a yard and a neighborhood and the whole thing. Moving out of the big city high-rise apartment. Now, when you are walking your dog now, Riggins, around and you see the people along the way, these are people that, even though you may see the same ones from time to time, they're not always in the same place. It's like they don't live, you're not walking by their house or whatever, you know. You see them along the way, they're city people. That's the guy that's, you know, over there washing windows, or that's the, you know, whatever guy. Now, in a neighborhood, when you go walk your dog and you run into people, they might live right next to you. And you know where everybody will live, and they'll know where you live, and you'll exchange pleasantries and all of that. Do you see yourself making friends with the neighbors to the point where you might have them over, like for a beer, or vice versa? They have you over, and you would go. Any of that?
Yeah, I hope so.
You do? You want that?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I would love that.
What if they're old?
Oh, God. I didn't think about that. No,
Gross.
If
they're old and gross.
Listen, I relate to old people more than I relate to young people. So, no, I would love that. I want to be part of a community and do that stuff.
But you got to be careful.
Okay.
Because if you have a next door neighbor, let's say, and every time you walk out, he sees you and wants to talk, then you'll start feeling like a prisoner in your home, because you won't be able to, you know, you say, is he out there? I can't go anywhere without him. And so it'll start with a chat on the street, and I got to go. I got to get this dog some exercise or whatever. And then end with, all right, I'll meet you for some beers later.
Well, I experienced that already, but it's just with a homeless guy named Money.
Right.
He walks an entire block with me almost every day.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
His name's Money?
His name's Money. I'm not sure if that's his real name, but but the other day we were, this was great. We were walking side by side. He just walks with me one block and then he bails. We were walking in front of a hotel in Uptown, and a woman was walking out with one of those luggage carts that they give you at a hotel. And she had all this stuff hung up on there, and he screams at her from the sidewalk. She goes, "You walking out of somebody's life? You walking out of somebody's life?" And she goes, "Yo, shut the hell up." And I was like, we're not even friends. I didn't say anything. I'm just with him. This is Money. You walking like she was gonna be like, "Oh,
Yeah, that's so
It's like trying to flirt with her by yelling at her. You walking out of somebody's life? Wait, she's at a hotel. Shut up.
You know, maybe she thought y'all were a couple.
Maybe.
You
He didn't have a shirt
couples
on.
out walking their dog.
you and Money.
He had his shirt tucked into a belt loop of his pants. Like, it's like, buddy, this is not a great way to make a first impression.
For all things Ace and TJ, subscribe to the Ace and TJ YouTube channel.
When disaster strikes, you can count on the emergency damage experts at Paul Davis. Fire, flood, mold, or a storm, it doesn't matter. You can contact Paul Davis. Always devoted, always polite, always respectful of your needs. Learn more at acetj.com/Paul Davis.
TJ Show live on acetj.tv.
All right, what's the most unhinged thing that one of your in-laws has done in regards to the holidays? This one just came in, and I don't have time to read it because I'm not a fast reader. I'm not. I can't read it and talk at the same time.
You're many things, just not a fast reader.
I'm not a fast reader, and not a good parker. I'm not a good straight-in parker. And I can parallel pretty well.
Yeah.
But I'm not good at just pulling straight in. And nobody seems to notice that or give me a hard time about it that's in the car with me ever.
Is that right?
No, not right. Try it again, dude. Yeah, well, you're not over the line, but you're on top of it. Like she'll look out, I'll say, look, see if I'm in the line over there, and she'll open the door and go, well, you are, but you're on top of it. And you're not straight, you're crooked.
Just a failure.
Yeah, I know. I know I am. But who cares? So what?
Yeah, this guy's story is kind of funny. The one you were talking about, TJ. He said they got to meet his now wife's mom and stepfather, and they clearly were very comfortable with them showing up because mom and dad were in the hot tub in the back of the house when they got there. Mom steps out of the hot tub with a bottle in hand. Stepfather comes out of the house, bottle in hand, Hugh Hefner bathrobe open, complaining about dinner. He said, long story short, Mom ended up passing out after dinner. We had to carry her to bed because she was so drunk. They went to the hotel where they got a call that Dad had gone down to the bar and gotten into a fist fight in the bar drunk, and they had to go pick him up from being arrested. That was his first meeting with his in-laws.
I'm not a robe wearer. I don't have a robe. But Ace, you like a robe. Do you wear it outside ever?
No.
You never go outside in it? Not even to go do get something out of the car or whatever?
The only thing would be because I have to park on the street, so I have to walk down to my car. I don't do that. But I will open the door for the dog to go out because we have grass right in front of our townhouse, and I'll stand at the door there in my robe, but it's early in the morning or something like that.
I just started following this guy from Birmingham on the social medias, and his name is Matt Matthews, and he is a gay barrel racer who lives on a farm and takes boudoir photos. He's a boudoir photographer. And he sells candles and things like that that's what he does for a living. And he goes out to feed all the animals and everything in the mornings and videos himself. And he's always in knee-high rubber boots and his bathrobe.
All right.
Whoa.
I like that.
It's a look.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's so comfortable.
I love a robe.
Yeah.
See, I don't.
Because to me, it's like I'm wrapped up in a blanket all the time.
Yeah, I know. Have you seen those shawl things that you put over you, and it's electric, and then you can hit the button and turn it on, and it just heats your boobs, I guess? I don't
It's a boob eater.
Yeah.
This is the Ace and TJ Show.
I don't know why that would be necessary, but, those things are flying off the internet shelves. I'll tell you that. There is a case of someone who a lot of people say was murdered, and the coroner says that it was suicide. I've never heard of a suicide like this or anyone killing themselves this way. So we'll throw out the facts of the case for you and let you determine for yourself. Coming up next.
The Ace and TJ Show 5G app is sponsored by Papa John's. Order now on our app, the Papa John's app, or papajohns.com.
The holidays are about family and tradition, and let's face it, it's about making memories. And this year, you can drive all over the place to try to make some memories at a lot of different locations, or you could do what hundreds of thousands of other people are doing, spending some time, spending a weekend in one place, one county, where you can do so many different things. And that's what we're checking out today on Ace at Large. We are inside the Shield Museum of Natural History and Planetarium in Gastonia, and this is an incredible place. Thousands and thousands of school kids have been here throughout the years, but this year, thousands and thousands of families are going to be inside the Shield because there's so many different things you can do. There's inside fun, there's outside fun, there are even Christmas memories to be made in the stars. This is Candace Jordan, planetarium administrator. In other words, this is the person that knows everything about everything that's happening during the holidays here at Shield. So let's talk about some of the great holiday stuff that's happening.
Yeah, so you're wondering, what do I can do with my family for the holiday season? You can come out to the Shield Museum because we are going to have a lot of stuff going on. So first thing we're going to have is a brand new show in the planetarium called Holidays Around the World. So that will take you and kind of let you figure out how we have seasons, why we put Christmas trees up, why we put ornaments on it, and take you through about 32 different countries around the world and see how they experience the holidays. So really neat. Also in the planetarium for a limited time, we'll have our laser music shows. So if you're a fan of like Metallica, Queen, Led Zeppelin, Pink Floyd, even just the holiday songs, come on out. It will be an experience on its own. It's very loud and very cool.
And as if that's not enough, you've also got regular day-to-day activities that always happen here at the planetarium.
Yeah, so we are open 7 days a week. The only time we're closed this month is Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. So come on out. We've got things like dinosaurs, big cats, live animals, the farm, regular planetarium shows, and more.
And let's talk about price and hours.
Yeah, so price will vary depending on if you're a City of Gastonia resident or not. But general things, planetarium's $5 a person. We have something that's backed by popular demand called Winter Wonderland. Kids can sock skate in our own like little frozen pond.
Cool.
That is a little extra charge, but trust me, your kids will love it.
You heard Candace mention the Winter Wonderland sock skating. There was no way I was getting out of here today without making my 20-year-old son, Cade, do this. So come on in. Mr. Todd's wife is also doing it. Go for it, Cade. Let's see. Everything that's going on here at the farms during the Christmas holidays.
All right, so during the holiday season, we try to highlight North Carolina agriculture, especially through the trees that we have. So all of our live trees that we have on the farm, our Fraser firs, green giants, and Leland cypress are all grown here in North Carolina locally. So they're supporting our local farmers. We also have around 250,000 lights on the farm this year.
You have 250,000 lights on the farm. Everybody can come out with their family and just kind of wander through all the different trails and see everything and experience everything here with animals.
Yes. So we have a few new arrivals to the farm actually. So we have Mike and Lucky, our new cows on the farm. So make sure that you come through and see them. They're about almost a year old, both of them. One's a little over a year and one's a little under a year. So make sure that you get to see them when you come out. We got goats, sheep, chickens, rabbits, turkeys, and our new arrivals, cows. So make sure that you come out to the farm and see everybody and the lights.
Now that we've covered all the incredible stuff happening inside the Shield Museum of Natural History, we're going to go find a different kind of holiday fun, a different kind of memory to be made, one that's a little bit faster. From the indoors to the outdoors. Who says you need snow to have a good time tubing this holiday season? You want to make some memories? They happen on this hill right behind me. Bring the entire family. This is Chutes Snowless Tubing. Now, we're in a little bit early before things get kind of crazy, and things are about to get crazy. Crazy fun. Woo! This is Jay Oliver, the executive director of Crowder's Camps, who, this is your baby behind us, right?
It's the baby, yeah.
Right, so it hasn't opened yet, but explain to everybody what's happening here tonight.
So in just a few minutes, we're going to open up our session, and every 8 tickets sold sponsors one kid to go to camp this summer.
That's very cool, very cool.
Yep.
So how did this come to be here?
So I went to a tubing place, paid about $75 per my kids to go, and I was like, you know what, we can do this in Gastonia. It doesn't matter if it don't snow.
Yeah, we've got hills.
We got hills, why not? So we invested in this material called Neviplast, and man, it zooms just like you're on snow. And so for the last 4 years, we've been using it. And last summer, we was able to scholarship $58,000 worth of scholarships for kids to come to camp.
That's fantastic. All from people coming out here, having a great time, making some great holiday memories with their family.
Exactly. We got Christmas music playing, hot chocolate brewing. And it's a great place to spend the holidays with your family. But also, we go all the way to the 1st of March just to kind of get in that ski season so you don't have to drive 2.5 hours to go tubing with your kids. You can come out here to Gastonia, go tubing, enjoy it, have a good time, and not spend a ton of money. But every dime that's given goes to scholarship.
For a wonderful cause.
Exactly.
Most important question. Have you done this?
I love it. I love it. Let's go do it.
Let's go check it out. So we moved to the top of the mountain. Here's one thing you need to know. There are 3 sessions every single weekend night, 5:30, 6:30, and 7:30. The best part about it is they're limited to just 50 people a session. So you have plenty of time to go up and down and make as many runs as you possibly can. So how much fun is it? Let's check it out. This is my son, Cade. Are you ready?
I don't know.
No, just get going. Here we go. Cade's gonna test it out. Okay, now I have to do that, right? I have to do that. I'm dying to do that now.
Hey, hands on the handles, guys. Make it easy.
Hands on the handles. Okay.
All right, on your mark.
Wait, Todd, you ready?
Get set. Go.
So obviously, I have had a lot of fun today at Crowder's Camp Shoots. Don't miss this. This is a really good time and a great place to make a holiday memory with your family. Also, don't forget the Shield Planetarium, an incredible place, Museum of Natural History with some awesome shows. And that's not all. You want to find out more information about holiday parades and visits with Santa and so much more? You get all those details at acetj.com/Gaston. That's acetj.com/Gaston. Safe to say there's a reason Gaston County is Christmas County. And we've got more for you next time on Ace at Large.
Hello. All right. All you crime solvers out there, we caught a case. All of my fellow detectives, we done caught a case. This is an international case, though. It's somewhere over there in the UK's. This is from the BBC News. British. It's like Bad British Company is what that stands for. There is a retired farmer who has fallen dead.
Sorry.
Oh, wait. First of all, I'm supposed to say the latest in the job interviews for the AceTJ Media Company goes on the YouTubes at acetjtv at 8:30 Eastern this morning. The interview where I'm interviewing our manager, Adam, to see if he's worthy of working for the new company. The new company that was his idea. So that's at 8:30 Eastern. All right, so this 90-year-old retired farmer went and changed his will so that his son and daughter got everything. Evidently, before that, it was split up amongst other people, but it says in favor of his son and daughter. Later that day, they found his scooter by the edge of the slurry pond where the feces and all is.
Okay.
And he was face down, drowned in that sewage pond, basically is what we would call it, I guess. And the coroner ruled it a suicide.
What?
Yeah, so this old guy just wheeled himself in this scooter down to the edge of the sewage pond and fell off the scooter face first to drown himself to commit suicide the same day that he had changed his will for his son and his daughter to get everything.
Yeah, that's suspicious.
But who would choose that method to commit suicide?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
But the coroner's like, nope. No evidence to show that it's anything but a suicide.
So is the family, the son and the daughter, are they now protesting or taking him to court? Or what action do you have if you think the coroner is wrong? Because if they rule suicide, his insurance wouldn't pay off.
Well, I don't know how it is in the UK. Maybe so, though. Maybe that's what they're saying. But
I think life insurance doesn't pay off if you commit suicide.
But if they're the ones that killed him, they would want it to be thought of as suicide because they wouldn't want anybody thinking they killed him unless they're trying to set up somebody else to make it seem like, like the hired hand at the farm did it. Something like that. I don't know, but I would just, either way, I would not accept that it was suicide.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
I didn't even know a scooter would get down around in a farm and stuff.
Yeah, you would think it would be like too bumpy and stuff.
Or soft and soggy.
Or yeah,
taking
they
it
get
down
stuck.
to the doo-doo area.
Yeah, I wonder if it's a different kind of scooter.
It just said mobility scooter, like those. Like that was at Walmart.
Was that in the report? They found him in the doo-doo area.
Yeah, that's what the coroner called it.
Doo-doo area.
Slurry pit, aka doo-doo area.
Yeah.
This is the Ace and TJ Show.
Many suicides committed down there.
Doo-doo area.
It's a common way to commit suicide.
A lot of suicides in the doo-doo area.
The doo-doo region of the farm.
We'll do Now Trending next.
The Week in Review is sponsored by Calotren. Go to acetj.com/weight loss to find out more about Calotren. The Ace and TJ Show will be back in less than 3 minutes.
ACETJ 5G presents Today in History.
Hey, it's Ace, and coming up on Today in History, proof that every vote does indeed count. Oh, you'll remember this one. Next. Breaking and Entering Christmas is back with the Ace and TJ Show Tuesday, November 29th. Thanks to great sponsors like Deacon Food Service. Here for all your food service equipment needs. Deacon delivers. Get details at deaconfs.com. That's deaconfs.com.
Temperature regulation.
Pressure relief.
Built to last.
Better value.
It's mattress shopping that's all about you.
Lake Norman Chill mattresses are twice as nice for half the price. Only at Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture.
Breaking and Entering Christmas is happening right now, and it's all thanks to AB Mortgage. Tammy and Curtis are ready to help you with a mortgage or refinancing. We just love those two. Learn more at acetj.com/AB.
Tuesday, November 29th is a very special day. That is the first installment of Breaking and Entering Christmas. And this year, Breaking and Entering Christmas is made possible thanks to great sponsors like Bradham Brothers. Bradham Brothers, heating, air, and electrical installation and service that you can trust at bradhambrothers.com. Check out acetjtv and Ace at Large, my tour around the area with great places to go and cool things to do. Ace at Large is sponsored by Gaston County Travel and Tourism. Get details at acetj.com/Gaston. Sign up for the newsletter for the latest from Gaston County Travel and Tourism. acetj.com/Gaston. It's uncut and uncensored. It's the Ace and TJ Share Funny podcast, live every day on the Ace and TJ app at 9 Eastern or on YouTube. Just search for Ace TJ TV on YouTube or wherever you download podcasts daily. It's Share Funny, sponsored by The Closet Niche.
ACETJ 5G presents Today in History.
It was 22 years ago today, December 13th, the year 2000. On this day, Al Gore finally conceded the presidential election to George W. Bush. The entire presidential election, hundreds of millions of votes, decided by 537 votes and the U.S. Supreme Court. And that's Today in History.
You're watching Morning Radio. Welcome to the Ace and TJ Show on acetjtv.
Just you and us. This is Ace TJ 5G.
All right, Jody got mad at me yesterday on the podcast we were talking about Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture. It's the sponsor of our podcast, TJ and Jody's House. Because she was saying I had to call them the other day, and I got to get a new box spring for our guest room. And I just said that's where her parents stay when they come to visit, and they done wore it out.
Yes.
Got it squeaking and.
What's wrong with that? That's funny.
And he kept saying it and kept saying it. That was just one thing that drove her crazy yesterday during that podcast. The other one happened later in the show.
Yeah. But if you need anything as far as mattresses, box springs, you need bedroom furniture, you need living room furniture, it's all at Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture. They're great people. They would find that funny. That's why I don't mind saying it during their time that that they've sponsored here. But anything you want, like if you want living room furniture like ours, you go in, you pick out the fabric. They can make it in that fabric so it matches everything you've got. You can just basically customize the furniture for your house at Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture. Go to acetj.com/mattress. Check them out, acetj.com/mattress for Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture. Sounds like a sweet deal to me.
I'm going to have to go back and listen to that. I haven't watched it yet. That's great.
He was going on, and finally she just goes, "It sounds like a sweet deal to me."
Shut up.
He's like, "I'm over it."
We've reached the conclusion of this. We're moving on to something else now.
Funny.
On this day in history, 107 years ago, December 13th, 1915, the city of San Diego went to a man named Charles Hatfield. He's a rainmaker. In 1915, they offered him $10,000, which is, I don't know what, a couple $100,000 today? I have no idea. But they said, hey, you need to bring rain to the city. They were having a very severe drought. They were desperate. By the end of January, the streams were overwhelmed and caused major flooding. At least 20 people died when a local dam burst, and the city decided, you know what? You did too good a job. We're not paying you. The county coroner estimated 50 people died in what is now known as San Diego's Hatfield flood.
What does a rainmaker do?
I don't know. I don't have an answer for that.
They do rain dance. So that
How does he bring rain?
they have instruments and stuff for it.
I've never heard of that in my life.
I have a feeling Alexis has no idea what she's talking about right now.
You mean like a trumpet that they just...
No, it's like a thing, and they flip it, and it goes shh.
Oh, like...
Yeah.
A rain stick? Is that what you're
A
talking?
rain stick.
Yeah, and to answer your question, Riggins, it doesn't work. Nobody can bring rain.
What are we talking about here?
No more than psychics exist.
This is Ace TJ TV. The Ace and TJ Show will be right back.
Hey, it's Ace, and if you're into games, TCGs like Pokemon or Magic the Gathering, I am standing in your little piece of heaven. It's the Mighty Meeple in Concord. This is dual lands from the Unlimited set. Cards from every Magic set for the past 30 years. It's all right here. Commander decks, all of them for the past 20 years. And when it comes to the biggest game in the world, Pokemon, they've got everything from base set to the most recent games. As you can see, there's always something happening at the Meeple. If you're looking to power up your games, check them out, the Mighty Meeple, acetj.com/games.
Well, we have a lot of friends that help make things possible on the show as far as our charitable efforts with How Can We Help You Wednesday and with Peyton's Promise. And one of those that we value so much would be the Temple team at Keller Williams Realty. The Temple team at Keller Williams Realty can handle all of the stuff when it comes to buying, selling your house, the staging, the advertising, all of it. They're the best. We love them. You can find them at acetj.com/Temple Team, the Temple team at Keller Williams Realty.
The Johnson Group Facility Services is a commercial cleaning company that focuses more on customer satisfaction than the bottom line because each customer works directly with the owners every step of the way. If you need any commercial cleaning, the Johnson Group can handle it. Get details at acetj.com/clean.
Morning radio just evolved again. This is the Ace and TJ Show live on acetj.tv.
Right. Hey, make sure you don't ever miss Regan's weekend review song, because it's good. It's very good. That boy's got talent. He got talent. He's good. Good and terrible. So it's this funny song that he does every week on Fridays on the Ace and TJ show, and it's sponsored by Calitrin. So lose that weight you're looking to lose. Once I drop these last 71 vanity pounds, and I become a success story for Calitrin, it's really going to take off. acetj.com/weight loss.
Now trending on the Ace and TJ show.
Yay! Hooray me!
Let's do it.
Hooray me! Do we want to talk about this Nutcracker thing in any detail?
Just that.
I think it's important if it's trending.
Well, I mean, I saw it yesterday, but it turns out there was a TikTok that's going viral where a guy claims, I didn't realize what nutcrackers were used for. They actually crack nuts.
Yeah. It's kind of in the name.
I can't tell if it's like a
joke.
Yeah, because it seems obvious. I hate nutcrackers.
Oh, I think they're cool. I think they look cool
hate
at the
them.
holidays. Why?
I think they're creepy looking, the square jaws and little beards and gross looking.
Oh, these things are kind of cool looking.
Bling, bling,
Yeah, I like them.
bling, 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 bling. My sister-in-law, my brother's wife, her name's Lana, but he calls her Mylanta.
Mylanta.
Has giant nutcrackers on each side of their front door that go all the way up to the ceiling of the porch.
Is it just a holiday thing or year round? Okay, just for the holidays.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah. I mean,
I like this.
She's not a mental patient.
I didn't know. Nutcrackers. Maybe you're going with like a nutcracker theme in your house. I don't know.
Nutcracker theme? That would be the worst.
I agree, but that's not my house. I don't know what people do.
That might be pretty cool. I like a nutcracker.
That's the crazy nutcracker lady.
Yeah.
Huge nutcrackers outside her house all year round.
24/7.
She ran her whole family off with her obsession over the nutcracker.
I can't get enough.
I don't know what people do.
Has there been a horror movie made about a nutcracker coming to life? And
That would be good.
That would be a good Christmas movie. You're
And
right.
they'd crack your...
Okay, Alexis.
That's the scary part about it.
Okay.
So only half the people are scared?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Run.
Yeah.
Run, he's
that would be the must-see movie of the year for every woman in America.
Yeah.
They love seeing that.
Oh no, it's the Nutcracker.
Maybe in 2023, quit the weed, Alexis. Quit the weed.
You know what's funny? Just a little side note. I just pulled up our YouTube feed on the screen because we're live on YouTube every day, and it's just a split second behind us, and I can't hear what we're saying, but it was right when you said that, and the look of everybody else. It's fun to see the look of everybody else's face was like, "What are you talking about?"
The heck?
It's the look you guys always give me.
That might be true. Dua Lipa. I have a hard time with her name. Dua Lipa, not Dula Peep. Dua Lipa and Jack Harlow are dating.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Isn't he so gross?
He's so weird. I like his music, but I don't think he's cute, attractive at all. He's like a rapping Seth Rogen.
That's a good way to describe him.
Didn't he
Yeah.
just meet her for the first time though recently?
Oh, I don't know.
Because he put her in the first line, the first verse of one of his songs, and there was a big thing that said he just met her the other night for the first time, and he mentioned her in a song that he wanted to date her, hook up with her, or something like that. And then they just met about a month ago at an award show.
Because wasn't she dating that stupid Trevor Noah?
Was she really?
Was that who was dating Trevor Noah?
I think
don't know.
so.
Anyway,
This seems like a carefully crafted PR move.
could be. It very well could be.
Per move.
Yeah. Good Tuesday is the top trending topic. Hashtag Tuesday vibe is also trending.
Oh, I love a Tuesday vibe.
What's the Tuesday vibe?
Yeah, what does that even mean?
Goes up on a Tuesday.
Goes up on a Tuesday. So true.
It goes up on a Tuesday.
You're just a Rosetta Stone of slang, aren't you?
You're amazing.
Thanks.
Never know what's going to come out of her mouth.
Yeah.
It just goes up on a Tuesday. Everybody
Tell you
remember
what.
that.
We really hit the loteria when we got her.
Loteria!
Certainly did. Ace and our friend Mr. Todd made a shocking discovery the other day in Tech D Rob's room. Maybe you made a similar discovery. That's going to be the question coming up next.
Ace and TJ.
The Ace and TJ Show will be back in less than 2 minutes.
Hey, it's Ace, and if you're into games, TCGs like Pokemon or Magic the Gathering, I am standing in your little piece of heaven. It's the Mighty Meeple in Concord. This is dual lands from the Unlimited set. Cards from every Magic set for the past 30 years. It's all right here. Commander decks, all of them for the past 20 years. And when it comes to the biggest game in the world, Pokemon, they've got everything from base set to the most recent games. As you can see, there's always something happening at the Meeple. If you're looking to power up your games, check them out, the Mighty Meeple, acetj.com/games.
Hey, if you missed TJ and Jody's house this week, you missed something great. Well, tell them, Jody.
Tell 'em what?
Where to watch it.
Dang, acetjtv.
Well, we have a lot of friends that help make things possible on the show as far as our charitable efforts with How Can We Help You Wednesday and with Peyton's Promise. And one of those that we value so much would be the Temple team at Keller Williams Realty. The Temple team at Keller Williams Realty can handle all of the stuff when it comes to buying, selling your house, the staging, the advertising, all of it. They're the best. We love them. You can find them at acetj.com/Temple Team, the Temple Team at Keller Williams Realty.
The Johnson Group Facility Services is a commercial cleaning company that focuses more on customer satisfaction than the bottom line because each customer works directly with the owners every step of the way. If you need any commercial cleaning, the Johnson Group can handle it. Get details at acetj.com/clean.
It's the 8 a.m. hour. Whether we're at work with you or on your bathroom counter while you're getting ready, we're just glad you could see us. Welcome back to the Ace and TJ Show on acetjtv. 5G.
Let's go boom. Can't thank you enough for the really nice comments about this morning's edition of Breaking and Entering Christmas. We appreciate them all, really kind. And we are going to have, for the first time ever, a little recap video that'll go up on our social media that you'll be able to see throughout the course of the day today. But breaking and entering Christmas is not possible without, obviously, you, the radio family, helping out with Peyton's Promise, and great sponsors like Atlantic Bay Mortgage. Let them give you lending peace of mind, whether it's a mortgage, a refi, cash out refi. They can take care of you like no one else can. Atlantic Bay Mortgage, NMLS number 72043. You can find out more at acetj.com/AB. That's acetj.com/AB.
Don't do that, TJ. I was just thinking, TJ asked a question in the last hour or a little while ago about the most unhinged thing your in-laws did during the holidays.
Yeah.
And I forgot about this. And it's kind of my in-laws. My sister-in-law's parents, specifically her mom, did something crazy a few Christmases ago. And I almost had a meltdown. She is she's an eccentric person. I've only talked to her maybe twice. She's deaf. So it's very difficult for me to communicate with her. I don't know sign language, right?
Right.
Yeah, right. Sign language. And but she's very eccentric, and she would sew lace on the sleeves of T-shirts. She makes her own outfits and marathon runner, and she's big into knitting. Just kind of an oddball. And a couple years ago, she sent my entire family these hats that she had knitted. One of them had turkey legs. One of them was a full Santa beard, and the other one was the poop emoji. And my sister-in-law goes, "Everybody put on these hats. I'm going to send this picture to my mom." I said, I'm not doing that. And she goes, it's going to hurt her feelings if you don't. I said, well, I don't really know your mom, and you're not going to make me look like a boob for her sake. I'm not putting on a poop emoji hat and letting you take a picture that you can like post on Facebook somewhere. And everybody's like, you can't just do it for 2 seconds. I'm like, well, it's not for 2 seconds. You're going to post it on every piece of social media. I'm not doing it. Sorry.
Are you the only one that refused?
I don't recall.
Yeah, you were.
Probably, but I still would do it. I would do it again.
My question is, had your family ever met you before that point?
Exactly.
To even ask you and be shocked that you wouldn't do it?
Yeah, to ask my father to do that is like
Yeah, was your
gall.
dad down to do it?
I don't remember. I can't imagine he did.
You know you're the only one.
You are the only one. What
Listen, if I'm the only one, then God bless me. I'm the smartest one.
Ace TJ. This is Ace TJ TV. The Ace and TJ Show will be right back.
Now, better ingredients, better pizza means that each bite of every Papa John's slice just keeps getting better. From that first bite you have to blow on, to that second bite of crispy, crunchy toppings, to that string of gooey, melty cheese. And just when you're thinking this cannot get any better, you get to the crust and you realize it's not just any crust. Oh no, it's epic stuffed crust that's hand-stuffed with cheese. Better ingredients, better pizza, even better when it's stuffed.
And now, a flashback from the Ace and TJ Dailies.
Does your mom date Alexis? Surely doesn't, does she? So you don't keep up with her dating life very much.
No, she dated her ex-husband. I remember them dating.
Well, good. That makes sense.
He was annoying.
Yeah.
He would leave voicemails because at that time people still left voicemails and leave all these cute things for my mom. Oh, I would hate it.
Hello, Candace.
Yep. Hello, señorita.
Learn from each other?
Is that what he would say?
Just dumb things.
Hello, my little señorita.
Yeah, and then he made us watch all these boring movies. My mom's like, "Oh, we're gonna go over to his house for dinner today and watch." Ugh, I hated it.
I hope they weren't like the Pat O'Brien voicemails.
Was he Hispanic?
Yeah.
Okay.
And he took care of his grandma, so his grandma was always with us on all the dates. So it was my brother, me, them two, and his grandma.
So y'all had a good, little playmate. The three of y'all could play together while your mom was with her boyfriend.
Yeah, they were like, take care of her.
Y'all like all go out to dinner together, or all go over to his house and have dinner and watch movies?
Yeah.
Like what was one of the? Do you remember any of the movies?
Yeah. Life is Wonderful. It was like a movie about the Nazi times in Italy or something like that, but it was all subtitles.
And it was called The Life is Wonderful?
Life is Beautiful, yeah. La Vita Bella. That's what it was called. I don't know.
So it was...
Just old movies.
And it's where your mom lives now, in that area, or were they living somewhere else?
No, here in Charlotte.
Okay, so that's... How long were they married?
They were married about 6 years.
Okay, so you were pretty much in your formative years raised in the house with a stepdad?
Yep.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
But he wasn't a mean person or anything, right?
He wasn't mean, but I couldn't stand him. He was jealous of like my mom hanging out with me or my brother and things like that.
Yeah.
And then he tried to tell me what to do, and I was like, "No, we're not doing that, buddy.
Mm-hmm. And
go tell your grandma what to do."
Yeah, and so you grew up in the house with somebody else's grandma.
She didn't live with us when they got married.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of things? He would tell you what to do, like what? Like pick up your room? Or?
Yeah, like he would just try to tell me things, like try to be my dad, and I was like, dude, I don't like you. I don't care for you. Go away. Like I know you're married to my mom, but.
And he was Salvadorian or some from somewhere else?
Salvadorian. But then that's when I went to go live in LA after they got married, because I was just like, I'm not doing this.
Man, just pillar to post, as my mom would say. Just dragging those kids from pillar to post.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And your brother stayed the whole time with him?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I used to. This is bad, but we used to live on this farm, and there was train tracks next to us, and I used to have dreams where I would like drag him to the train tracks and tie him down.
Okay.
Yeah.
See, our time is up.
They were just dreams.
We'll pick this up again next week, and remember I gave you that workbook to write out your thoughts and log your dreams.
Be sure to pay through the portal this week before our next appointment.
And so you dream you dragged him out on the tracks and let the train come run over him?
And look as it was happening. And this wasn't just a dream that happened once.
And did you tell your mom you had this dream?
Oh, yeah.
Like while they were still married?
Yeah, I was like, that's the universe trying to tell me something.
Right, and then she says, the universe trying to tell me you're about to go to California with your dad because you're going to kill my husband.
The universe just told me you got to go.
Was that what they called the last straw?
She's like, yeah, we're going to send you away.
So you still have those types of dreams about people?
No.
Like, meaning mainly any of us?
For all things Ace and TJ, subscribe to the Ace and TJ YouTube channel.
One of the worst things that can happen to your house is a buildup of mold and mildew in your crawl space. Let the experts at Cardinal Environmental Solutions come and inspect your crawl space and treat it so your house is safe for you and your family. Go to acetj.com/cardinal today. If you want to sleep better and lose weight, then the product that you need is called Calitrin, or you can pronounce it Calitrin. Very easy for you to get. Just go to acetj.com/weight loss. acetj.com/weight loss for Calitrin.
The Johnson Group Facility Services is a commercial cleaning company that focuses more on customer satisfaction than the bottom line because each customer works directly with the owners every step of the way. If you need any commercial cleaning, the Johnson Group can handle it. Get details at acetj.com/clean.
Mornings just got way better. You can now watch the Ace and TJ show live, weekdays from 6 to 9 a.m. Eastern. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and wake up with us every morning. This is acetjtv.
We got this great brand new desk in here, thanks to our friends at the Closet Niche.
Niche.
Sorry.
Closet Niche.
Niche.
acetj.com/niche.
Niche. No,
it's closet.
Closet, sorry.
Closet. So
yeah, I'm sorry, acetj.com/closet. I messed that up.
When we got this new desk in, Ace and Mr. Todd came up here over the weekend, and they had to do a little moving things around. And explain to everybody, Ace, again, what specifically you found while cleaning up Tech D Rob's room.
So in the other room, they were constructing the desk in our studio, so to speak. And in the next room over, Mr. Todd and I decided, hey, we've got time to kill a couple hours while they put this in. We're going to clean this place. We're going to hang stuff. We're going to clean it. We're going to rearrange it. It's going to be great. And in doing so, we had to go under Rob's desk, which was a mess to begin with. And we were pulling out things like menus to restaurants and all kinds of stuff that was on the floor. And these little, Rob apparently has a habit of taking, paper clips and pulling one end out. We found 9 of them where he pulls one end out and uses them to clean out his AirPods and everything. And then Mr. Todd found Mike's cable. And when he pulled it out, it was just covered in a mixture of dust bunnies and hair.
Dust bunnies.
And it was gross because Todd said, I'm not touching this. And I said, well, here, use this rag to wipe it down. And when he started wiping it down, I guess some of it touched the side of his hand. He was like, no. And he actually was so disgusted by it. He goes, I'm going to hang it on his microphone so he can see how dirty he is.
Like a dad. See how dirty he is.
Yeah, it's not like Rob doesn't know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, he knows how dirty.
I'm dirty?
Yeah, it was a lot under that desk.
You're
Coming out from under that
dirty,
desk. I mean,
Rob.
I wish I should have filmed it. It was a lot that came out from under that desk.
By the way, that's my favorite cereal, Dust Bunnies and Hair.
Sounds so gross.
Delicious. But that was a pretty shocking thing to find, I would imagine.
Yeah, and Rob admitted. I said, Rob, but there was so much hair. He goes, I shed a lot.
Leg hair, beard, ugh.
Shed.
Toe hair.
He says shed.
Toe hair.
Sheds a lot.
That's disgusting, Rob. Toe hair.
It's natural.
Not for it to be shedding.
You don't trim your toe hair down, Rob, your foot hair down, Rob?
No, it naturally comes off.
Naturally comes
Yeah.
off.
You did. You cleaned it off.
Yeah, apparently I did, I guess.
I don't think that's up to you.
He,
What are we talking about?
he uses God's trimmer.
I think it naturally comes off.
You're molting. Like a snake.
Ew.
But I would imagine a wire covered in hair has got to be one of the stranger discoveries when cleaning. But maybe it's not the weirdest. What surprising thing did you find while cleaning? Maybe it was a bowl with uneaten chili, and you realized, oh, this is from the Great Family Chili Cook-Off of 2010. And it was under the couch. Just a half-eaten bowl of chili.
Like it's just been back there.
Yeah. Or a human bone, that you had to then take to the police, and
That'd be
or
cool.
bullets or something crazy. I don't know what it could be.
Alexis, have you ever found anything cleaning out your trunk?
Nope.
You're lying.
I mean, it could be a body in there. Well, think about her mom buried all the family pets like right outside the house. So whoever bought that house is going to discover a bunch of urns
Well, and my great grandpa too.
and a body.
It's
While you're just doing a little trimming around the natural
around the
area.
rose bushes.
Right. What are y'all living on out there? Yellowstone? Is that
That's what my mom thinks.
just bury the
We're
family
gonna
member
bury
in the
them in the
yard?
land, and I'm
gets
like, it's a
buried.
yard, Mom, not land.
I'm like, we got an HOA. You can't just bury grandpa in the yard.
Like the rose
They don't
bushes.
even like flags out in front.
They go to fix a sprinkler head and they find great grandma.
You can't paint the mailbox without explicit permission.
One good rain is like Pet Cemetery.
Yeah.
There you are.
Yeah.
What is happening?
Skulls out there. So what did you find while cleaning or cleaning up around the house, trimming outside? What is it? At the Ace TJ Show, we'll find out coming up next.
You're listening to the Ace and TJ Show. The Ace and TJ Show will be back in less than 3 minutes.
Ace TJ 5G presents Today in History.
Hey, it's Ace, and coming up on Today in History, proof that every vote does indeed count. Oh, you'll remember this one next. Check out acetjtv and Ace at Large, my tour around the area with great places to go and cool things to do. Ace at Large is sponsored by Gaston County Travel and Tourism. Get details at acetj.com/Gaston. Sign up for the newsletter for the latest from Gaston County Travel and Tourism. acetj.com/Gaston.
From Peyton's Promise to How Can We Help You Wednesday to now, with breaking and entering Christmas, we can always count on the Temple team at Keller Williams Realty to sponsor and help us make dreams come true. Buying, selling, investing, your first thought should be the Temple team at Keller Williams Realty. Go to acetj.com/Temple team.
If you haven't checked it out, Ace TJ 5G is streaming everywhere all the time. All thanks to O'Connor Insurance. They've been in business since January of 2000. They treat every customer how they would want to be treated. Learn more at acetj.com/O'Connor.
Temperature regulation.
Pressure relief.
Built to last.
Better value.
It's mattress shopping that's all about you.
Lake Norman Chill mattresses are twice as nice for half the price. Only at Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture.
Breaking and entering Christmas is happening right now, and it's all thanks to AB Mortgage. Tammy and Curtis are ready to help you with a mortgage or refinancing. We just love those two. Learn more at acetj.com/AB.
Tuesday, November 29th is a very special day. That is the first installment of Breaking and Entering Christmas. And this year, Breaking and Entering Christmas is made possible thanks to great sponsors like Bradham Brothers. Bradham Brothers, heating, air, and electrical installation and service that you can trust at bradhambrothers.com.
Ace TJ 5G presents Today in History.
It was 22 years ago today, December 13th, the year 2000. On this day, Al Gore finally conceded the presidential election to George W. Bush. The entire presidential election, hundreds of millions of votes, decided by 537 votes and the U.S. Supreme Court. And that's Today in History.
You're watching morning radio. Welcome to the Ace and TJ Show on acetjtv.
More show than you can get on the radio. This is Ace TJ 5G.
Whether you have an event that will require space for 5,000 people, 500 people, 75, or a business meeting of 10, it makes no difference. Cabarrus Arena has a space for you. Full arena, an entire separate building that has great meeting rooms and office space. They can do everything there. Never underestimate what they can do at the Cabarrus Arena. Plus, they've always got great stuff happening. CabarrusArena.com is where you find out about the events they have coming up and how to have your event at Cabarrus Arena. CabarrusArena.com.
All right, in just a few minutes, just a couple of minutes, maybe a minute and a half, who knows? It's coming right up on our YouTube channel. Just go to YouTube and search acetjtv. The latest round of interviews for our AceTJ Media Company. Today, we're posting the interview with our manager Adam, as he's trying to get a gig with the new company. Y'all be careful, ladies, if you're going to Mexico to get some plastic surgery. Or anywhere for that matter. This woman who is 35 had saved up her money, paid $12,500 to go from Vancouver, Washington to old Mexico to get, tummy tuck with muscle repair, chest lift, and fat transfer to the hips. She woke up and several of her fingers had been amputated because the nurse allegedly put heated saline bags on the palms of her hands to heat her hands in order to take her pulse properly, and forgot about them. And so the saline bags ended up doing so much damage they had to amputate several of her fingers.
I didn't even know that was a thing.
What?
I'd never heard of that before, putting saline bags on your fingers or whatever. I didn't know that was that big of an issue.
Why couldn't you just put gloves on her or something?
Well, I don't know. But again, I don't know the medical practices of old Mexico.
Right.
I don't know how they do it. And that may be a thing, a procedure they do. She just forgot and left them there. Maybe it's just something you do to heat them up enough to be able to get a good pulse reading on her.
They had to amputate how many fingers?
Several. They show. I can't look at all the pictures because some of them are not bandaged. Like her thumb is missing.
I want to see that.
It's on the NewYorkPostMalone.com.
Got good news and got bad news. Your butt looks great. Tummy's tight.
Mm-hmm. But first thing that you would say if this is an American doctor is, she's going to get a lawsuit and be paid off. I don't know how that works in Mexico if you're coming from U.S. America and getting services in Mexico. How do their laws go as far as liability and whatnot?
Can you imagine how freaked out you would be to wake up looking forward to seeing the improvement to yourself, only to find out that you've lost 3 fingers on each hand?
But she's, keeping a good attitude about it, as good as could be expected, because she did say, well, at least I get to go home with about a gallon of pure vanilla, and it was cheap. I love to bake.
Man.
Oh, and their Coca-Cola. Mexican Coke is the best. They use real sugar,
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
And Coke.
Okay, Alexis.
Yeah, wow.
How long has it been since you made a drug reference? 60 seconds? It's about time.
Just you and us. This is AceTJ 5G.
So, Adam, thanks for coming in.
Thank you.
Even though I realized that the development of AceTJ Media and all was part, your brainchild, as they say, there's still some qualifications that you have to meet on whether or not you can continue with the company that you've helped start here.
I understand.
Where are you from originally?
New York.
Like in the upstate of New York, or
no, the city.
In the city.
City of New York.
Okay.
Yeah.
Congratulations on getting out of that. It's bad there. It's very dangerous. Thank God you made it to safety. So you grew up in New York, the city part. You were in a gang, I assume, some kind of a street gang or something.
No.
No.
No gangs.
Mm-hmm. Were you a studious young man?
Studious enough.
Yeah,
I think.
Did you go to college?
I did.
How many colleges?
2.
2. Okay. Why did you get kicked out of the first one?
Well, I finished the first one, and then the second one was a graduate program.
Okay. And what was the first one?
Cornell University in New York.
Cornell. Isn't that like where farmers learn how to farm?
There was
and
farmers,
stuff?
yes.
All right. And they grow ivy.
Right? They do grow ivy,
They
yes.
farm ivy. It's part of that Ivy League that they have, which I don't know. I've never seen them play the Ivy League, but I'm sure they're great. And what was the other college?
The university.
Phoenix?
Close.
It was in Phoenix?
Connecticut.
Connecticut.
Yeah.
Ooh. Connecticut. Now, just an estimate here. How much flannel do you think you own?
Probably about 6 flannel shirts.
Really?
Yeah.
Plaid flannel?
Mostly plaid.
Lumberjack looking.
Yeah.
Wow. I bet that looks good on you.
Yeah.
The wife like it? Is it like when y'all are playing, Brawny Man or whatever?
Maybe.
Like, hey, go, Adam, go put on your flannel. So you put on the flannel shirt and you wear, like, it's a Porky Pig look where just a shirt, no bottom, just chopping wood.
Yeah. I'm not understanding why these questions are...
Well, these are for me.
Okay.
These are just for me. Doesn't have anything to do with the...
Oh.
I mean, you're way, way overqualified for anything with this company.
Okay.
But nonetheless, I'm glad you're here. And we can. Where do you live now? Where is your residence?
In South Carolina.
South Carolina.
Yes.
Okay. Any particular part of South Carolina?
Hilton Head Island.
Okay. So you live on an island.
Yes.
And is there what would you call that? A king or a ruler of the island? What is?
Not anymore, if there was.
Okay, there are headhunters on that island, like on Gilligan's Island?
Haven't seen that either.
No headhunters?
Maybe, but I haven't seen them.
A lot of alligators there.
There are.
So, do you ever play with the alligators?
They say
while
not to.
wearing your flannel?
That would be probably not very smart.
Okay. So you get along well with the Southerners?
I'm starting to. I think they like me, but...
Well, I can speak for all Southerners and...
Well...
Keep trying. You can't give up.
I understand.
So what would you see yourself doing with this company? What's your position, so to speak?
We're going to be working with companies and budgeting and making sure that their advertising and marketing needs are matching what their ultimate goals are, and be able to have them find that end result that they're looking for and bring on new customers and enhance what they're going to be able to do for their brand and growth.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect.
Oh.
I see you more in a custodial position with the company. I mean, that sounded smart, but you memorized that. I don't know where you got it, but a monkey can memorize. So I think we'll have a nice office for you.
Thank you.
You'll share it with a mop in a room.
Okay.
So it'd be like a cubicle for the 3 of you in there. So thanks for coming.
Okay.
And we're glad to have you aboard.
All right. Thank you.
Look, I don't mean to be flexing on everybody, but Sunday night I had a delicious, delicious dinner because I prepared some of the Omaha steaks that I have on hand all the time. The filet mignon wrapped in bacon, absolutely delicious. And you send an Omaha steak package to someone you love, they're gonna think you're the best gift giver ever. You can achieve the gift giving greatness with Omaha steaks. Juicy, delicious steaks, chicken, burgers, hot dogs. What were you looking on there, Alexis, at the other day?
Ribeyes.
Yeah, ribeyes, and they even have
soups.
comfort meals ready to go in there. It's just great. So when you go to omahasteaks.com, you're going to be able to take advantage of 50% off site-wide. Plus, when you go to checkout, you use the promo code TJ, you get an additional $40 off your order. So you need to go. You need to do it now because Christmas is almost here. You got to get this done and get that taken care of to have the Omaha Steaks delivered to people that you care about. All right? You can pick out whichever one of the packages that you want and what you want to have in it. It's great. omahasteaks.com. Promo code TJ at checkout to save $40. Minimum order may be required. You're going to love this. omahasteaks.com.
So Ace and Mr. Todd found a wire while cleaning up Tech D-Rob's production room. It was covered in hair. Pretty shocking surprise, I would imagine. I wasn't here to witness it, but I would imagine that.
I like your hair.
Nice hair.
That came out from under your desk.
Yeah, right. It's a weird place to find something like that.
It was a hair exercise ball.
Yeah.
A medicine ball of hair.
Mittens of hair. But maybe you found something equally shocking while cleaning. Rob, have you ever discovered anything in your home while cleaning?
I'm sure I have.
You got to clean first.
Yeah.
Well, when I do clean, it's after a long time. So probably yes, if I had to guess.
But nothing jumps out at you like, oh, that one time I found blank.
I have found a T-shirt that I wasn't sure where it went at one point. That's
nice.
one thing I will say.
Where did you find it?
It ended up under a desk or under a bed. I can't remember exactly, but it was somewhere that it shouldn't have been.
Yeah.
It just kind of got kicked under there probably.
So when we moved out of our house, I'm sure the people, if they went into the pool area, we had a pool in our backyard. If they went behind the pump and just dug down about an inch, they'd find an old El Paso box. And inside that old El Paso taco shell box, they would find my hamster Eduardo, the skeletal remains of our hamster Eduardo.
You didn't dig deep?
I didn't dig very deep.
Eduardo?
And my dad wasn't going to help. He was just go bury him behind the pool filter.
There's a girl in our DMs that said, while cleaning out my car, when I was 16, I reached under the driver's seat and felt something odd. I tried to pull it out, but it was stuck under the bars of the seat. Turned out after some work, it was a turtle. Its shell was probably 6 inches long. I never did find out how that turtle got in my car, who put it there, or how long it had been there, but it was dead and stuck to the floor of her car.
A dead turtle?
Oh.
That's the weirdest one I've ever heard.
Wouldn't you think that it would smell like a dead turtle, even if it was inside a shell? Ugh.
Yeah.
It's a dead reptile.
Yeah, the shell is not airtight, air sealed. I would think, yeah, it would, because I've smelled a dead turtle.
What's this?
Have you?
Yeah, I used to do it all the time. No.
I smell dead turtles.
I smell dead turtles.
Oh,
It was my hobby.
No, it was alive. It was a live turtle. It just stuck.
Okay,
It was
well,
a live
that's
turtle.
better.
He was stuck
Aw,
under
that's
there.
cute. It's like a pet.
Really flipped the whole situation for Alexis.
Yeah.
That's like a drunk thing. Like someone's like,
Put a
go put a turtle under their car seat. That is the weirdest thing I've ever heard. And then TJ following it up with, I've smelled dead turtles.
I know what this
I
smells
don't know
like.
which one's weird.
That's what I did to put myself through school. When I was smelling dead turtle.
This is the Ace and TJ Show.
There's a woman named Madeline Smith who has a unique job. She's 30 and she's making bank, but you're never going to believe how she's making all this money. I'll share the story coming up next.
You're listening to the Ace and TJ Show. The Ace and TJ Show will be back in less than 3 minutes.
Ace TJ 5G presents Today in History.
Hey, it's Ace, and coming up on Today in History, proof that every vote does indeed count. Oh, you'll remember this one next. Check out acetjtv and Ace at Large, my tour around the area with great places to go and cool things to do. Ace at Large is sponsored by Gaston County Travel and Tourism. Get details at acetj.com/Gaston. Sign up for the newsletter for the latest from Gaston County Travel and Tourism. acetj.com/Gaston.
From Peyton's Promise to How Can We Help You Wednesday to now, with breaking and entering Christmas, we can always count on the Temple team at Keller Williams Realty to sponsor and help us make dreams come true. Buying, selling, investing, your first thought should be the Temple Team at Keller Williams Realty. Go to acetj.com/Temple Team.
If you haven't checked it out, Ace TJ 5G is streaming everywhere all the time. All thanks to O'Connor Insurance. They've been in business since January of 2000. They treat every customer how they would want to be treated. Learn more at acetj.com/O'Connor.
Temperature regulation.
Pressure relief.
Built to last.
Better value.
It's mattress shopping that's all about you.
Lake Norman Chill mattresses are twice as nice for half the price. Only at Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture.
Breaking and entering Christmas is happening right now, and it's all thanks to AB Mortgage. Tammy and Curtis are ready to help you with a mortgage or refinancing. We just love those two. Learn more at acetj.com/AB.
Tuesday, November 29th is a very special day. That is the first installment of Breaking and Entering Christmas. And this year, Breaking and Entering Christmas is made possible thanks to great sponsors like Bradham Brothers. Bradham Brothers, heating, air, and electrical installation and service that you can trust at bradhambrothers.com.
Ace TJ 5G presents Today in History.
It was 22 years ago today, December 13th, the year 2000. On this day, Al Gore finally conceded the presidential election to George W. Bush. The entire presidential election, hundreds of millions of votes, decided by 537 votes and the U.S. Supreme Court. And that's Today in History.
You're watching Morning Radio. Welcome to the Ace and TJ Show on acetjtv.
Get on the radio. This is Ace TJ 5G.
Lake Norman Currents magazine is the magazine for and about the people who call Lake Norman home. You can get more information, learn how to subscribe now at lncurrents.com. And look for our ad in the magazine every month, the Lake Norman Currents magazine.
We got an ad in there?
Yeah. And then they did that great spread on TJ and Jody.
Yeah.
Well, was it about both? Were you both in the interview or was it just
It was
Jody
mainly
interview?
just her, but
don't remember.
I was spread on it.
Okay. Yeah, I know.
They
took some pictures of me being spread out.
They took some pictures of you being spread out.
Welcome to the lake.
So lncurrents.com.
Lake life.
Making belly side down snow angels.
That's strange.
What an image.
Yeah.
Who knew you could do that?
We're going to make some waves on this lake.
Yeah. And we're going to get some currents happen.
Hey. Drake has a new necklace. He got a custom diamond necklace made, and it's even got a name. It's called The Previous Engagement. And this is a custom diamond necklace. And here's where it gets interesting. It's made of 42 engagement rings, representing the 42 times he thought of proposing to different women, but he decided not to. So each of the diamonds is unique like a snowflake, different shapes, different sizes, and it is a monster necklace.
Such a Drake move.
Yeah,
It looks like it's shaped kind of like a rosary would. It's round and then it goes down straight.
You're telling me that there are 42 different times in his life that Drake has thought of proposing to a woman for marriage.
I believe it too because he's real sensitive like that. He would.
He's very sensitive.
I feel like he falls in love when he goes to, Chipotle.
He's
on
always
Tuesday.
in his
always in his
feelings.
feelings.
How old is Drake?
Probably 30 something, 35.
Aubrey.
36. Yeah, he's 36. Just tell me, so say probably the first one was like when he was like 20. In 16 years, there were whatever. There have been 42 women Drake was going to propose to.
It's Drake.
That's Drake.
Oh, yeah.
It's Drake.
That's what I was about to say. That's Drake. That's nothing but Drake. Now, Josh wouldn't be doing that mess. No. But Drake.
Drake and Josh.
Drake all about it.
Yeah.
I totally believe this. I just like that, it's so big, it's got its own name. The Previous Engagement. Love Drake.
I wonder why his family named him after a duck.
The Drake duck.
A Drake is a duck.
Yeah, I mean, it's better than the government name.
Aubrey is his name.
Yeah.
What's wrong with that?
I'm just saying Drake is better than Aubrey.
Okay.
Drizzy.
You know what? I think those two need to fight.
Yeah.
See who's better.
Drake and Aubrey.
Drake and Aubrey.
It's going to be Drake.
Ace TJ 5G.
The Ace and TJ Show will be back in less than 3 minutes.
If you want to sleep better and lose weight, then the product that you need is called Calitrin, or you can pronounce it Calitrin. Very easy for you to get. Just go to acetj.com/weight loss. acetj.com/weight loss for Calitrin.
Now, better ingredients, better pizza means that each bite of every Papa John's slice just keeps getting better. From that first bite you have to blow on, to that second bite of crispy, crunchy toppings, to that string of gooey, melty cheese. And just when you're thinking this cannot get any better, you get to the crust and you realize it's not just any crust. Oh no, it's epic stuffed crust that's hand-stuffed with cheese. Better ingredients, better pizza, even better when it's stuffed.
Morning radio just evolved again. This is the Ace and TJ Show live on Ace TJ.
There's a woman named Madeline Smith. She's really, really pretty. She's 30 years old. She's from LA. And she is a detective of sorts. She gets paid $30 by women, mostly, on social media to do these loyalty tests. And basically, women hire her to hit on their boyfriends and husbands to see if they'll take the bait or not. And it's the way she vets them.
Yeah. She's a love rat.
She's a love rat.
Love rat.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
She's closed 1,000 cases, 1,000, and has repeat customers who will use her to vet all their romantic partners.
And what's her name? Madeline what?
Madeline Smith. Look her up. Real cute.
See, I was thinking that she's probably only moving less than handsome men to cheat.
Okay, that's a good.
She's the scientific term for it is she's a little bit of a butterface.
A little bit of a
butterface?
I'm just kidding. I'm trolling.
You're just trolling.
Trolling, y'all.
I can see where that would be
Oh,
difficult.
she's cute.
She's
She's got
pretty.
some good eyebrows.
Mm-hmm. I didn't notice the eyebrows, but yeah, you're right.
But now that you have, you agree.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, great. Even if she had jacked up eyebrows, I still think she's pretty hot.
I can see where that'd be problematic for a guy. It'd be tough to.
Yeah, I was telling y'all about it last night on the in the live show and all that. She's, $30 though is a pretty good rate. Try to get her.
Yeah, she should up that price. You're not making that much. $30.
Well, she says she can do a lot of them. She said usually what happens is in the first one or two messages, if they take the bait, or the guy will immediately say, "My girlfriend wouldn't like that," and they block her. She said the best thing that could happen is she gets that message and then a block.
Yeah. But she gets paid $30 regardless.
Yeah, which for what she calls the
Right.
loyalty test.
So what if they don't block? Well, you just said they didn't respond. Like, oh, thanks, I appreciate it, and then never responded after that.
Then she goes back to the woman and says, "Okay, well, the initial salvo was successful. You got to pay me a little bit more money, and we can continue to go down this rabbit hole." But if I'm that woman, I'm like, well, no, I got all the information I needed. I don't really need to continue to spend money, but a lot of women do. Like, see how far she can make the guy go.
I always think it sounds nasty when people say they're going down the rabbit hole.
Down the rabbit hole?
I mean, it's not, but it just has a kind of a icky sound to it. It does.
Never really thought of it that way until this moment.
Don't go down that rabbit hole.
It's dark down there.
Because people usually say that when they're alone. It's like, oh, I got trapped going down the rabbit hole of this the other day. I'm like, oh, freak.
Stinks down there.
Ew. It smells moldy.
Yeah, it's not a fun
Down in
place
the
to
rabbit
be.
hole.
But
what were we talking about originally?
I don't know. I'm just killing time.
You're listening to the Ace and TJ Show. The Ace and TJ Show will be back in less than 2 minutes.
Hey, it's Ace, and if you're into games, TCGs like Pokemon or Magic the Gathering, I am standing in your little piece of heaven. It's the Mighty Meeple in Concord. This is dual lands from the Unlimited set. Cards from every Magic set for the past 30 years. It's all right here. Commander decks, all of them for the past 20 years. And when it comes to the biggest game in the world, Pokemon, they've got everything from base set to the most recent games. As you can see, there's always something happening at the Meeple. If you're looking to power up your games, check them out, the Mighty Meeple, acetj.com/games.
Hey, if you missed TJ and Jody's house this week, you missed something great. Well, tell them, Jody.
Tell 'em what?
Where to watch it.
Dang, acetjtv.
Well, we have a lot of friends that help make things possible on the show as far as our charitable efforts with How Can We Help You Wednesday and with Peyton's Promise. And one of those that we value so much would be the Temple team at Keller Williams Realty. The Temple team at Keller Williams Realty can handle all of the stuff when it comes to buying, selling your house, the staging, the advertising, all of it. They're the best. We love them. You can find them at acetj.com/Temple Team, the Temple team at Keller Williams Realty.
The Johnson Group Facility Services is a commercial cleaning company that focuses more on customer satisfaction than the bottom line because each customer works directly with the owners every step of the way. If you need any commercial cleaning, the Johnson Group can handle it. Get details at acetj.com/clean.
Welcome to the Share Funny podcast, now live on YouTube. This is acetjtv.
Let's go.
The Ace and TJ family presents Unfiltered, Uncensored, and Uninterrupted. Well, almost. Let's go. This is Share Funny from the Ace and TJ Show Plus.
Hey, Share Funny, sponsored by The Closet Niche. Not just sponsored by, we're coming to you from Closet Niche.
Yeah.
Niche, Riggins, niche. Damn. Niche.
It's tough.
Closet Niche. Because our new desk is in the studio here. Luxurious setup. It was done by The Closet Niche. And they were, was Annie from Closet Niche there last night at the live show? She was, right? I didn't get a chance to talk to her. Is she okay?
Yeah, she seems great. Oh, Annie, are you okay?
Are you okay?
Are you okay, Annie? Are you okay, Annie?
You've been hit by, you've been struck by a smooth criminal. They got the best price guarantee, and when you want something to organize your life, Closet Niche is the best. You know what I like most about these new desks in here from the Closet Niche, as opposed to the old ones that we have from IKEA? Ace is very emphatic with his hands when he's talking. And when he's talking and he's making a point, it's like he's Stevie Wonder playing a little tiny Casio keyboard.
Yeah.
And he fingers on the desk. And with those old desks, every time he would do it, it'd go wham, wham.
Yeah.
And the cameras would shake. And we'd look like we're shaking and quaking up in here. But they doesn't do that with these sturdy ass desks.
Yeah, these are rock solid.
Hell no. He can hit it with a hammer over there when he's talking. So I came in the smoothie shop. Wham, wham, wham. Get it going, man. It's quality stuff is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Built to last, not built to pass. Nope. You know?
They really do. It's a phenomenal job they do. These things are great.
They can turn it around when you decide what you want and all in 2 to 3 weeks. We tell you that every day because that's important. You hate to go and decide you want to buy something and then all of a sudden they're telling you, well, we're not going to be able to get to it for 3 to 6 months. You know, kind of like, well, the way other places of this nature do the stuff. 3 to 6 months, and you're sitting around going, well, I don't know when it's going to happen. When I'm ready to get it going. You don't have that problem with the Closet Niche. Closets. If you got a green thumb and you want to plant some pantries. They do pantries. Get everything organized in there. Y'all got messy pantries.
I don't even have a pantry.
You don't?
No.
Oh, that's right. You have to climb up on the cabinets, countertops to get into the cabinets, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, we have ours is messy.
Yeah. Yours isn't, Riggins?
Of course, yeah.
It is?
No, it is messy.
Yeah, I don't like that. For sure.
You can get it all organized with the Closet Niche. Same with garages, offices, laundry rooms where you do the laundry. Get it all folded and stuff. Different stations if you want to have stations in the laundry room. Just go to acetj.com/closet. That's how you can check them out and set up an appointment and all that stuff. You don't even have to have an appointment, I don't think, do you? You can just go up in there.
No, I think it's helpful to have an appointment.
Just bust up in there and say, hey.
She needs to know what you're coming.
Say, hey, Ace and TJ said, just bust up in here and get a closet.
Yeah, like, hey.
I'll take 2 closets to go. That's what you can do.
Thank you.
Pop up.
Yeah.
Yeah. So acetj.com/closet. Ever since this message came in at 8:40 Eastern in the AM, I said, hurry up, share funny, hurry up, share funny. So we can read this message from this lady named, wait, did she say she didn't want to be known? No. Her name's Tanetta. The question on the regular old show was, tell us about something that your in-laws did that was unhinged during the holidays. Now, Ace has seen this. I don't know if the rest of y'all have seen it, but she said, we spent Christmas Eve at my in-laws. Excuse me. I got my 5-year-old an iPad as a gift to set up that night so it would be ready in the morning. I came downstairs a little later for something, and my father-in-law was watching adult videos on the iPad with the wrapping paper carefully opened on the mantle. So her father-in-law went in and took the iPad and unwrapped it so he could start looking at porn.
What in the world?
So he can't control himself enough that he has to unwrap the gift and slide the box or whatever out of the paper so he can then watch it and then slide it and put it all back together again. It's as if no one has ever used the iPad. So the first thing that goes on that kid's iPad is adult material. Thanks to her grandfather. Her dirty grandfather.
Dirty man.
But I wonder what she said. I mean, what was the reaction? And did she call her husband? They go, look what he's doing.
Oh, yeah. Go say something to him. Your dad is in there watching porn on the couch.
Ew.
You know,
baby's
on our
iPad.
baby's iPad. We just bought for her.
I was loading it for him, getting it ready.
There's another one that just came in that says, we're talking about something similar. Mom Law, that's her name, took 2 turkey legs and a sausage to demonstrate how large her much younger lover was at dinner for all of us.
2 turkey legs and a sausage.
And then demonstrated how she performs, let's just say, on him, placing great importance on what she does with her hands as well. And then it goes on even more.
That's disgusting.
Yeah. Then she was telling us how inadequate we are by comparing us to the smaller weenies on the tray and flinging them at the dog.
Yeah. How would Mom Law know that?
Yeah.
That he has a little weenie.
In comparison, there's no way that you could measure up to this guy.
To a turkey, 2 turkey legs and a sausage. Yeah, that's like scary.
I don't think I'm not picturing her combining all of them. Saying, all right, it's going to take more than this turkey leg to give an adequate.
Give me some more food.
Picture of what I got going on.
It's going to take a minute.
Give me that. Give me that roll of bologna over there. That chub of hamburger meat.
Oh my God! I desperately don't want to tell you. I wish I could tell you how this.
It's gross.
There's something else that she did that really is.
We don't need to tell the people.
Yeah.
Let's spare them.
That's wild, though. You have to assume she was drunk, right?
Well,
right.
So.
And I'm not sure, but I don't want to jump to conclusions, but part of me thinks that that guy wasn't her first lover. Do you think?
Safe.
That's fair to say.
She maybe been around the turkey leg plenty in her time.
Yeah. I like that they have turkey and sausages, though. That's all I keep thinking about this thing.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's a cool thing to have.
You really can't go wrong with sausage anytime.
I like that.
But who didn't eat the turkey legs that she needed to take them? Like, they left the turkey legs behind? That's
No,
the
it
best
may
part
have
of
been
the
before
turkey.
they even ate them. Maybe before.
She might have gotten a turkey leg on her plate and just said, hey, let me see your turkey leg. I'm going to show you something.
Because nothing is more attractive than a woman holding something to her crotch, pretending that it's a penis.
Ew. It's like, you just ruined that turkey leg, lady. I was going to eat that.
You wouldn't. It wouldn't have ruined it for you.
Yeah.
You
would have found that funny. You'd be laughing like, oh, go, girl.
I'd say, Mom Law, give me that turkey leg because I'm about to eat it.
You done with that?
Yeah. You through using it as a prop because I'm hungry.
Yeah, if she lays it back down on the tray, you're like, well, if nobody's going to eat it, I'm going to eat that turkey leg.
I don't know.
Or has she tainted that turkey leg at that
That's
point?
part of the turkey, so it's like a shame to let it go to waste.
The turkey leg is the best part of the turkey?
Yes, for
Really?
sure.
Oh, I like the thigh
Any of the
better.
dark meat.
Yeah.
Did she put the whole turkey leg in her mouth, though?
The thigh, though, Riggins, the leg, when you're frying it and all, tends to get a little too crispy in places. By the time when I'm carving up a turkey, I hate doing it so much. By the time I get to the end, I'm just pulling meat off the bone and slinging it.
Yeah.
I don't give a damn.
Yeah, I don't
I'm
mind
just like shredding it.
I don't mind that initial carving. You know, when you're just standing there talking, you're just like slicing off. It's that like after you've eaten, and then you go back and make sure you've gotten all the meat out, and you're down there like trying to dig in. And get out. That's the part that I find annoying.
Yeah.
And you want to just throw it away, but you don't. You can't just do that. You want to get all the meat off of it because you paid for it. You don't want to be wasteful.
I'd be happy with a whole plate of skin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that.
I got a whole plate of skin. Sounds like a rock song.
I eat some of the skin for appetizer. I call that before skin.
Oh my God.
No, I'm not hungry. I already ate a bunch of skin before I came.
You're so stupid. For real, you're so dumb.
Oh, that's pretty smart.
That appetizer skin?
Yeah.
Did you see that TikTok of the girl where she was like, I just found out, my mind is blown. I just found out guys have to go to the doctor every month to get their foreskin trimmed.
What?
I just learned today. So
I was today years old.
But yeah. Like somebody.
To get a cut today.
Yeah.
How much would you tip that person, Riggins, if that was you?
100%. I don't want that job.
Yeah. God, that would suck though.
Yeah.
If that
once
were
a month?
real.
Oh.
And if it just grew and grew and grew.
Yeah.
She was like, just like a haircut. They have to go get their foreskin trimmed every month.
That's the best prank ever. You get somebody to believe something,
Believe
but then
that,
go
yeah.
on the internet with it.
Yeah.
Go on social media and proclaim it. That's awesome. That's success.
Yeah, because she even played it up like she was an idiot. She's like, I can't believe I just found out. It's just like haircuts.
And nutcrackers are used to crack nuts.
Yeah, I mean, it's a mess, man. It's a mess.
Yeah, these people aren't making the younger generation look good at all.
Mm-hmm. Every generation has their...
True.
But you don't consider yourself the younger generation now, do you?
Not anymore.
No.
I'm like the
Just
middle
those children.
generation. Y'all the
Yeah.
old generation.
I just like the way he phrased it. You don't consider yourself to be the younger generation anymore, do you?
No, because I know she said that before about getting old and these.
Yeah.
You thinking about these kids out here in the clubs and drinking all night and all that stuff.
No, I'm old now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm medium old.
Yeah, you're older.
You're Yeah.
32.
You're an older American.
I'm an older American.
She's medium old.
I'm an older medium old American.
Yeah. Medium old. How old is your friend that was there last night at the event?
He's gonna be 34. He's 33. 33.
Okay.
She almost pulled a Rob there.
Yeah, I was trying to think. I'm like, no, 33.
Yeah, Rob has actually said before, because Rob never says the age that he or somebody else is. He always does that Southern thing where he says what age they're going to be in next. And he said somebody one day was, will be 34 next year.
34 next year. Oh, year.
Or whatever the age was. I was like, damn.
34 next year.
That's not even like saying I'll be 33 in 2 months, or I'll be 33
next year.
Yeah,
or he'll say my next birthday. I'll be 33 my next birthday.
He had another good one just a couple days ago. He was like, I'm 36 as of a few weeks ago. What? I'm 36 a few weeks ago.
And you remember when Monica worked for us, and the whole time we knew her, for the first year she worked for us, she would say, I just turned 32, and da-da-da-da-da. And I said, you've been saying that for months. How long until you get 33? And she goes, my birthday is coming up. I'm almost 34 or whatever it was, 33. I just turned, 9 months ago.
Yeah, damn.
How long do you get a just turned? I'd say within a month, right?
Less than that. I'd say like 2 weeks.
No more than a month at
No,
maximum.
I feel like at least a month.
I don't
just turned?
I just
and it's a
turned-
month?
Yeah.
So,
No.
my birthday is May 24th. If in the middle of June I'm still saying I just turned, 24, that's ridiculous.
I just say that. I just turned 32. And it was in August.
Oh, yeah. People say, I'll be 35. And I go, well, hopefully someday you'll be a lot older than that.
Yeah.
Or I'll go, when? In 2 years? When will you be 35? My next birthday. Oh, okay.
Nice. So, like,
Next year.
unlike everyone else.
I'll be 34 next year.
It's so interesting, though, how people bounce around that stuff to try to cover up for age at different times.
But most Southern people who say that aren't covering it up because they're making themselves seem older. Because they'll say, I'll be 34 while they're still 33.
Yeah.
I'll be 34 next
year. Because the number's the thing that kind of resonates with you when you hear it. You're right. It's a good point.
I'm never scared to, like, hide my age. I'm like, yeah, I'm 32. I know I don't look like it. Yeah.
So that's a sign of senility right there. So you are getting old.
No.
You're like the lady at the old folks' home that insists on wearing a tiara every day.
Hey, miss any part of Share Funny? Subscribe to the podcast on all major podcast platforms. More Share Funny coming up.
You're watching the Share Funny podcast live on YouTube. We'll be back in 3 minutes.
Well, we have a lot of friends that help make things possible on the show as far as our charitable efforts with How Can We Help You Wednesday and with Peyton's Promise. And one of those that we value so much would be the Temple team at Keller Williams Realty. The Temple team at Keller Williams Realty can handle all of the stuff when it comes to buying, selling your house, the staging, the advertising, all of it. They're the best. We love them. You can find them at acetj.com/Temple Team, the Temple Team at Keller Williams Realty. One of the worst things that can happen to your house is a buildup of mold and mildew in your crawl space. Let the experts at Cardinal Environmental Solutions come and inspect your crawl space and treat it so your house is safe for you and your family. Go to acetj.com/Cardinal today.
Whether you are buying or selling a home, Chambers and Associates Realty Team is here to help. Because this is what they do. They are experts, they are experienced, and they know what you need to get through this process easily. Again, whether you're buying or selling, call them 704-439-6232, 704-439-6232, or visit them online at lkncharlottehomes.com. That's lkncharlottehomes.com. Clancy and Thayes Construction Company. If you need commercial construction, Clancy and Thayes has been around forever. Built on stewardship and doing exactly what they say they're going to do. There is no one better. acetj.com/CT for Clancy and Thayes. acetj.com/CT. The beautiful thing about Clancy and Thayes is all they do is commercial construction, and they're a proud partner of Peyton's Promise, which is very important for us as we get ready for breaking and entering Christmas season, which we'll be announcing just in a couple of weeks. So Clancy and Thayes Construction Company.
Welcome back to the Share Funny podcast on acetjtv.
Share Funny has its own Facebook group. To join, search Share Funny and get more. Now more Share Funny from the Ace and TJ family.
I didn't tell y'all that I've decided to go into business for myself. Because a lot of people don't realize that I'm pretty business-minded. And I see a real vacancy in the market for something. And I'm probably going to regret saying this in the public, because then people are going to run out and try to start the same business. But I am going to start selling CBD products on social media.
Good idea.
Because nobody's doing that. Especially women. I wish women would get a little gumption about them and start trying to sell something on their social medias. Don't y'all? Mm-hmm. Instead of just using products and not telling anybody about it, I want women to start using products and then saying, hey, you can buy this from me because it's so great.
Tell me what's up.
They won't do it, though. Tight-lipped is what they are. Tight-lipped. What, Alexis?
Nothing. You just say ridiculous things.
You don't sell stuff online on your social media, do you?
Nope.
All right. Well, then why are you offended? Because you're a woman?
Yeah. I got to stand up for them.
Okay. Is it not true what I'm saying? That there are a lot of women who sell CBD products and vitamins and stuff online?
Don't you think that's good? They're hustlers.
Answer my question.
Gonna need you to focus on the question now.
Am I lying that a huge number of women do that?
I think
No, I'm not. I'm not lying. A huge number do that. And yes, I'm glad they're hustling. I love to see that. But it also doesn't mean that I can't make an observation and a sarcasm remark about it. all in good fun, good ribbing for their pleasure. You know, that's the thing here. I'm the true feminist in the public eye here.
What?
Yes, because I believe in complete equal treatment of women when it comes to things. I think women are tough enough to take a joke that's in good nature. I don't feel like women need to be coddled and, you know, tiptoed around and stuff like that to keep from hurting their feelings if I want to make a lighthearted joke or two about them. See, that's the difference between you and me. You're not a feminist because you think women are weak. I don't.
I never said that.
You think women are too weak to take a joke, and I don't.
I think women are too weak. Look at what you guys do to me every single day of my life.
But anytime you make a joke about women, you go like, oh, like right now. All I said was that they sell CBD products on their social medias a lot, and vitamins and makeup.
Someone's got to do it.
Mm-hmm. Someone's also got to be sarcastic about it. Duh. Now, I'm glad they do that. I like the entrepreneurial spirit. I do.
Absolutely.
Now, I have a problem with women selling makeup all the time on their social media if they're ugly.
God.
What don't you have a problem with women doing if they're ugly?
I don't mind an ugly lion tamer.
Okay.
But wouldn't you want an ugly person to market makeup because that's what makes them pretty? So you're like, oh, it does work.
But I'm saying if it doesn't, that makeup's not going to make an ugly person look pretty.
It make them look
better.
better.
Makeup can make them look better. But then again, I mean, I can shave a goat's ass and make it look better. It's still going to be ugly as a goat's ass.
Ugly as a goat's ass.
You ugly as a goat's ass. I'm going to start saying that.
You're ugly as a goat's ass.
And I don't even know if goats, you know, have particularly unattractive asses. I don't.
Goat's ass.
I'm just
look
saying
him up.
something.
This goat ass. Look him up.
You picture it being not good though.
Yeah.
No, none at all. And especially if it's shaved.
I just know.
Gross.
No, old country ass man when I was growing up. If you came around them with a fresh haircut, they'd say, "Oh, you got your haircut, huh? You got that kind hair. Kind's on a goat's ass."
Good one.
Yeah, so I just assume a goat's ass is unattractive. Yeah. But I'm just kidding with the ladies. But I do feel that way about if you can joke with a guy and it's not malicious or anything, then women are tough enough to take jokes.
No, they should be.
Mm-hmm.
I agree with that.
And if you don't think they are, then you're a coddler.
Yeah, don't be sensitive.
And you're some wuss guy figuring that's the only way you can hook up is to virtue signal around women and try to gain moral authority and all that.
What's that girl that became famous for that picture?
Rosie the Riveter?
Yeah, look at her.
Mm-hmm.
She was tough, and I'm sure she could take a joke.
But see, I don't think that women should only be commended for being tough and all for doing man shit.
I think there's no such thing as man shit and women shit. I think there's just shit that all sexes should be able to do together.
Yeah, I know.
I don't know about that.
That's who I am. That's me.
But why?
Yeah, that's how you get your nails done.
Yeah, that's right. Thank you, Alexis.
Why do women though never want to break?
Piss off, Alexis. I don't know.
Why do women never want to break the glass ceiling of crab fishermen?
I would love to be a crab fisherman.
You know, sanitation worker.
No, not that.
The garbage person. Why are those glass ceilings not broken?
I don't know.
But they'll break a glass ceiling of a penthouse office suite.
You bet.
Alexis, she's breaking a glass ceiling. It's just probably the glass table she's standing under.
Yeah.
I'm not breaking any glass ceilings.
I am curious.
Trying to break a glass ceiling.
When you were growing up, Alexis, were there things that did your mom Were there things like that where that's something that boys do, or was it anything like that at all?
No,
That's good.
My mom did everything, and she also taught
Yeah.
my brother like how to wash his clothes, do dishes. Like he had to do everything the same as well.
And you should. That's all important stuff to learn.
And my mom
So
is tough. She put down flooring in our house. She remodeled. Like she's tough.
Yeah.
So she taught your brother all the woman things.
No, just housekeeping things.
Housekeeping?
Hello, am I not? Is this not working?
Hello.
Good for her.
Mm-hmm. See my mom at the hospital, her tiny self, 5 foot, flipping over these 300-pound patients. She's a boss.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then she wasn't even assigned to those patients. She was just in there said, "Let's wrestle."
Time for you to
leave him alone.
Somebody at the nurse's station said, "Bet you won't go wrestle that 300-pound guy."
Watch me.
How much? That's what she said. How much?
300-pound man.
Just to flip him over?
That's all I got to do, flip him over without pulling out his IV. Uh-huh. But I mean, yeah, that's... and I don't look at laying floors and whatever else you say she does. I don't look at that as men's.
It's hard work, though.
Yeah.
Very physical work.
Yeah, I mean, but so is, mopping and vacuuming all day and things like that.
I don't know if I would say those two are comparable. Mopping and laying down floor.
Yeah. Is she wearing knee pads?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah, that would suck if you didn't. Were they those real knee pads you get from the like Lowe's, or were they just some old basketball knee pads?
Some bike knee pads.
You remember those basketball knee pads from the 70s and 80s, Ace, and the elastic never stayed good on them, and they'd be down around your ankles if you ran up and down the court one time. You got ankle pads on then.
Or if the top elastic was a one that came loose, it'd be flopping while you're running. It'd be flopping against your knee. They weren't good.
Yeah. I'm like, why do I need knee pads anyway? They don't wear them at all now, do they? In the basketball, they do wear. They do wear those
braces.
Yeah, but I mean, just like the pad to keep them from hurting their knees when they fall. Basketball players shouldn't be hitting their knees, but they wear those pantyhose now, though.
Yeah, you get to wear. They can wear those, and they wear those like the
Pantyhose.
knee the sleeve for your knee.
They're what do you call them? Tights. They wear tights now.
Yeah.
Basically like leggings.
Oh, like the Under Armour ones.
Yeah, those things are good though. They work. I like
Yeah,
those.
and I'm sure that keeps everything where it needs to be kept.
Yeah, it does.
It keeps their nays warm too.
I don't know.
As a bug.
They're nay.
It'll tighten that ass up too if you're trying
I bet.
to get the gym photo in the mirror.
You clenching your cheeks in
And
the
look.
picture. Ew, Ace.
Leg day.
Especially when
Gains.
some of them are suffering from cramps.
Got some booty gains.
Next time I see
This is the Share Funny podcast from the Ace and TJ family. More next.
You're watching the Share Funny podcast live on YouTube. We'll be back in 3 minutes.
Well, we have a lot of friends that help make things possible on the show as far as our charitable efforts with How Can We Help You Wednesday and with Peyton's Promise. And one of those that we value so much would be the Temple team at Keller Williams Realty. The Temple team at Keller Williams Realty can handle all of the stuff when it comes to buying, selling your house, the staging, the advertising, all of it. They're the best. We love them. You can find them at acetj.com/Temple Team, the Temple Team at Keller Williams Realty. One of the worst things that can happen to your house is a buildup of mold and mildew in your crawl space. Let the experts at Cardinal Environmental Solutions come and inspect your crawl space and treat it so your house is safe for you and your family. Go to acetj.com/Cardinal today.
Whether you are buying or selling a home, Chambers & Associates Realty team is here to help. Because this is what they do. They are experts, they are experienced, and they know what you need to get through this process easily. Again, whether you're buying or selling, call them 704-439-6232, 704-439-6232, or visit them online at lkncharlottehomes.com. That's lkncharlottehomes.com. Clancy & Thays Construction Company. If you need commercial construction, Clancy & Thays has been around forever, built on stewardship and doing exactly what they say they're going to do. There is no one better. acetj.com/CT for Clancy and Thays. acetj.com/CT. The beautiful thing about Clancy and Thays is all they do is commercial construction, and they're a proud partner of Peyton's Promise, which is very important for us as we get ready for breaking and entering Christmas season, which we'll be announcing just in a couple of weeks. So Clancy and Thays Construction Company.
Welcome back to the Share Funny Podcast on acetjtv.
We were just talking about those pantyhose that basketball players wear now under their shorts and all.
Compression pants.
Yeah, it keeps their nays warm and whatnot. I think sports people are doing too much. Athletes are doing too much accessorizing now. They got too much stuff going on.
You're right. There is a lot.
And everybody talking about how, and I fall for that too until I figured it out recently about how amazing and unbelievable these catches are that these receivers are making now. One-handed catches, a one-handed grab. Oh my God, how did he do that? Well, they're wearing super glue gloves is what they're wearing.
That's a big part of it.
And they would, if I would have had those, when I played, if I would have had the small shoulder pads and some of those sticky gloves, I could have been at least in D1.
They were sticky gloves?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, those gloves they wear got stick 'em on them.
No way. When did that happen?
They've been
A few years ago.
That's cheating.
But
I don't
know
just
how I
think
feel about that.
I think they're they're still obviously they're great athletes and the best at what they do, but
sure.
Are they really?
Yeah, they got to play football like leatherheads.
Yeah, if I was damn Edward Scissorhands, and I could just reach up and stab a ball in the air as it's coming to me, that wouldn't be any feat, would it?
You're right. They have the gloves. They don't make them wear the pants past their knees anymore, so it helps them run. They're much faster because they don't have a pad or any knee cover.
Right, and their shoulder pads.
Shoulder pads.
Yeah, the shoulder pads are no bigger than Dorothy Nylon wears on Golden Girls. No, that's Rose Nylon. Dorothy. I don't remember Dorothy's last name, but B. Arthur's character. She always had those big ass 80s woman shoulder pads. But that's as big as they wear now.
So you think with the gloves you could have...
Yeah. Because I think if I would have been able to wear gloves and small shoulder pads, I would have grown another foot and a half maybe in height.
Yeah, of course.
So I would have been, I'd have been mossing on them out there.
Yeah. Catch the beat running like Randy Mouse.
But I want to get some of those gloves and go jump on some game with some kids in the playground and just show them.
Hell yeah.
What are you going to show them?
Just catching
Picking
one
it
hand,
off right and
catching the
left.
other hand. Just out there like a damn football robot, man, like that when they got on the Fox football. Does all that bullshit, stomping around and all.
The Transformer one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly.
That trans football player that they have out there on them Fox shows. Da-da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da. But that robot has been pretty much the same For years. They haven't changed
at least
that thing.
a decade.
It's like a damn Disney ride. They need to update that shit.
I know.
I, for the longest time, really thought that was Bumblebee from the Transformers.
There's a transformer named Bumblebee.
Yeah.
A trans.
He cool.
He's the best Transformer.
Is he black and yellow?
Yep. How'd you know?
I thought Optimus Prime was the best Transformer.
Bumblebee's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cletus, that's its name, Cletus, made its debut in the 2005-2006 NFL season.
Mm-hmm.
So what's that, 17 years ago?
Yeah, they hadn't updated his old ass at all.
His name is Cletus.
Mm-hmm.
Cletus. Okay.
I think that's with a short E sound.
Stop it.
I said I think.
Yeah.
I'm not for sure claiming it. Whatever.
Yeah, its name is Cletus. At one time, I don't know if it still does, but at one time it wore number 34 because the guy who developed it, Walter Payton, was his favorite player. So I guess if you develop it, you get to put the number on it. That's kind of cool.
So Rob has gone from wearing nothing but cargo shorts and Crocs and or rainbow flip-flops to now wearing athletic pants and brand new Hey Dudes. Did y'all see that?
I didn't see his Hey Dudes.
He busted some Hey Dudes up in here.
Let me see if I can kick my leg up so the camera can see it.
Rob has a new wardrobe.
Get a
You
winch.
can't kick your damn leg up.
Hey, okay. Look at
Get a
that.
hoist in there.
Nice pointed toe, Rob.
Yeah. Looking good, Rob.
Oh, yeah.
He's like, new shoes, new joggers, who this?
Styling.
But I'm kind of torn because I'm thinking the joggers now look more like pajamas than when he was wearing cargo shorts. Those look more like outdoor clothes.
Like he had
And then
dressed to come to go somewhere outside of the home.
Right. So now he's wearing his pajamas.
Yeah, it looks even more casual.
But it's long pants.
Yeah.
That's funny though. So he's more dressed, yet also at the same time looks more casual.
Yeah, it's like wearing a robe.
That's quite a talent, Rob.
Yeah.
If anyone was going to figure out a way to do it,
I like it.
It was me.
At least his leg hairs are covered, so that way we don't have any more leg hairs showing.
I'm just hoping that the pants at the bottom are tight enough to catch the discarded leg hair.
Gross.
Todd just texted me to stand up. I already kicked my leg up, Todd.
Yeah, and he did a pointed toe.
What's standing up? Oh, to see your pants?
Oh, maybe to see my pants. All right.
Oh, yeah, they want to see your pants.
See that thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that thing get the thingin'
Yeah.
in there.
That thing.
Rob got that thing, getting that thingin'.
Give him a thrust, Rob.
No,
What's
don't
that?
do that. Ace. Shh. Nothing.
Oh, he got one leg up like Huck Finn. What you doing? Oh. Silky, too. Silky.
I just, anything that Rob does that involves picking up a leg or something, I just worry like his back's gonna go out while he's doing it. He's gonna collapse into the floor. Then we're gonna have to be stuck here staying late trying to get him some help.
But Mr. Todd is all excited. He's a Hey Dudes guy.
Yeah.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, I know he's like, oh shit, way to go, Rob. You some Hey Dudes.
Hey, dude.
Welcome to the club.
Mr. Todd was trying to buy some Hey Dudes Saturday. I had to stop and go over here to Belk and get a tie for this event we were going to. And next thing you know, we're in the shoe, walking by the shoe department. And, oh, look at these, are sick. Let me see if they got. Let me see if they got my size. So they didn't, but he ordered them online, I think.
Nice.
Yeah.
He's got a collection of them.
Yeah.
So you got to try to catch up with him, Rob. You try to catch up with Mr. Todd on his Hey Dudes. Are you wearing socks with him or no socks?
No, I wear socks. I can't wear shoes without socks.
Me neither.
Right.
Rob, I just got a funny message. I think you'll find it interesting.
Okay.
Amanda just texted me and said, my pregnancy dreams have been wild, all caps. Last night I had a dream that the whole show caught Meredith cheating on Rob. And I said, okay, I have to share that. She goes, yeah, it was terrible. It was while his dad was sick, and we were all yelling at her like, Meredith, how could you?
I would beat her up.
Thank you, Alexis.
You're welcome.
I'm gonna be mad at her today because of this.
There you go.
I wonder, would we have to go somewhere to yell at her, or could we yell at
Tell
her like
her to-
on FaceTime or something?
Probably on FaceTime or something.
Or we can tell her to come to us, and then we can yell at her.
Please come on to Mooresville. We have something
We
to
need you to
discuss.
drive up here so we can yell at you.
I mean, it sucks, but I'm not
Yeah.
going to go out of my way to really lay into it.
Right. Mm-hmm. But we're with you, Rob, 100%.
Yeah.
Thanks.
For sure.
We have your back. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, we'll go ding dong ditch her house all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
yeah. After she does that, she'll be a
Ye-
ding dong bitch. and
Yeah.
I'm not gonna put up with any such as that. No way.
We get all the kids in the neighborhood to gang up.
Yeah.
I was gonna be like, she was gonna call the cops on you guys. Come on, this is your time to retaliate.
That's a good point.
Get her.
Get her.
The whole gang of kids.
Yeah, that's just mean, Rob.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, you know what would also, was she the one? Is she encouraging you to wear the pants and the Hey Dudes, or you come across that on your own and she's just in support of it?
I had been talking about getting some Hey Dudes, so she bought these for me for Christmas. But she gave them to me early.
Yeah.
But the pants.
Oh, I hope you didn't go in and take them out from under the bed in her hiding place.
No.
Start wearing them.
No. But the pants were my doing.
Well, good.
What caused the move to the pants?
I was cold.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
The issue of the pants was all me. I would like you to know.
So
that the
I
pants
decided at my age that it was time to start wearing long pants. I
all
was
me,
tired of looking like Angus Young, the lead guitarist of AC/DC.
Yeah.
And wearing short pants and suspenders every day.
It's a great costume for him.
Rob,
Yeah,
was
I
she
would
so
love that.
excited about the shoes that she couldn't wait to give them to you?
She's like that with anything she ever buys for anybody. So she doesn't like waiting to give gifts.
That's a girl thing. I love just giving the gift immediately.
My daughter's little boyfriend is that way too.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Like he'll come in let's see, maybe February, and hand Jody something and go, I got this for your birthday. I just want to give it to you already. And her birthday's in April. Yeah, look at that. I don't like that though.
Why?
I think, especially at Christmas, people. I'm huge on the surprise aspect of gifts for Christmas.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I love surprising people with good gifts for Christmas.
Because I'm all about the magic, you know.
Right.
I'm Mr. Magician Magic Christmas.
Mr. Magician Magic Christmas. That's a good name.
Yeah.
Put that on a T-shirt.
We're just magic.
Hi, I'm TJ.
Yeah.
Mr. Magician Magic Christmas.
Are you ready, kids?
Guess who's here? It's TJ.
Funny that's meant to be shared. This is the Share Funny Podcast from the Ace and TJ family.
You're watching the Share Funny Podcast live on YouTube. We'll be back in 3 minutes.
Well, we have a lot of friends that help make things possible on the show as far as our charitable efforts with How Can We Help You Wednesday and with Peyton's Promise. And one of those that we value so much would be the Temple team at Keller Williams Realty. The Temple team at Keller Williams Realty can handle all of the stuff when it comes to buying, selling your house, the staging, the advertising, all of it. They're the best. We love them. You can find them at acetj.com/Temple Team, the Temple Team at Keller Williams Realty. One of the worst things that can happen to your house is a buildup of mold and mildew in your crawl space. Let the experts at Cardinal Environmental Solutions come and inspect your crawl space and treat it so your house is safe for you and your family. Go to acetj.com/Cardinal today.
Whether you are buying or selling a home, Chambers & Associates Realty team is here to help. Because this is what they do. They are experts, they are experienced, and they know what you need to get through this process easily. Again, whether you're buying or selling, call them 704-439-6232, 704-439-6232, or visit them online at lkncharlottehomes.com. That's lkncharlottehomes.com. Clancy and Thays Construction Company. If you need commercial construction, Clancy and Thays has been around forever. Built on stewardship and doing exactly what they say they're going to do. There is no one better. acetj.com/CT. for Clancy and Thays. acetj.com/CT. The beautiful thing about Clancy and Thays is all they do is commercial construction, and they're a proud partner of Peyton's Promise, which is very important for us as we get ready for breaking and entering Christmas season, which we'll be announcing just in a couple of weeks. So Clancy and Thays Construction Company.
Welcome back to the Share Funny Podcast on acetjtv.
Share Funny is a production of the Ace and TJ family. For more, download the Ace and TJ app in your app store. Now, more of the Share Funny Podcast.
Have y'all seen that broccoli lady that's got the internet's all upset?
No.
She posted on, I think it was her TikTok, where a little hack about how she shops for groceries. And it showed her going over to the produce section, and she had a pair of scissors with her, and she would take the fresh broccoli and chop the stalks off of it and throw those back in the bin. And she goes, "This is the only part I'm eating, so this is the only part I'm paying for." So she only kept the top part.
Can you do that? Can you do that?
No, it's dirty, rotten thieving.
Yeah, it seems that way.
It seems that way.
And you also look like a crazy person.
Yeah.
Scissors. Cutting up vegetables in the produce section.
And then they were talking about how many people were giving her shit about it and disagreeing with her and all. And then they had to put it in there. And then many were telling her what a mistake she was making because of the nutrition value in that part of the broccoli. Like, who cares?
Yeah, shut up.
That's not a reason to not do what she's doing. The reason you don't do what she's doing is because she's a dirty, filthy thief.
Yeah. And broccoli's $1 for a huge
Yeah.
right. Like, how much really are you
saving 0.7 cents or something?
You can't peel the oranges.
Yeah. Some people were saying that. I like to just go ahead and eat in the store.
Yeah. It's ridiculous.
Was it Gwen's husband, Kent, who would eat the grapes going through the store or whatever? And then when he got, and she had to tell him to stop, he said, "Well, I'm going to pay for them." She was like, "Yeah, but when they weigh them, you've eaten part of the."
Yeah.
Like, it never occurred to him, "Oh yeah, they do it by weight, so I'm messing them up."
Bless.
I think a good rule of thumb is the merchandise doesn't belong to you until the money has exchanged hands.
Agreed.
You wouldn't drink a soda in there and
No.
pay for it.
What, for real? Oh, I
No.
do that all the
No.
time. If I'm thirsty and I'm like, that's what I need, I'll pay for it.
I think I did one time. I opened the water. I got a water and opened it in the grocery store because I was just coughing and thought I was going to pass out. One of those, like, I've got to do something. I'll just pay for this when I get through.
Yeah, what's wrong with that?
But other than that, no, I'm not a fan of that either.
But why not if you're going to pay for it?
I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm just saying it makes me uncomfortable. I don't think you should be opening things in the store.
If I'm hungry, I'm eating bag of chips.
Okay, so you would go through if you go ahead and open up a bag of chips and start eating out of them.
But knowing for sure that I have the money to pay for it,
I know,
yeah.
I know. And I'm not saying you're wrong. I think it's weird. I don't like it.
Well, I'll say it's wrong because it's not the rule.
Where's that rule at though?
The
Where's
rule
the rule
is
at? The only rule at the grocery store is shoes and in-shirt required.
On period.
Okay. The rule is, because we live in a civil society that has rules, is that the merchandise becomes yours after the money has exchanged hands. You wouldn't go to somebody who's selling a car that they own and jump behind the wheel of it and take off without asking them, and then say, "Well, I'm test driving it. I'm gonna pay for it." you would first have their permission to take it on a test drive, or you would drive it after you had already given them the money.
You go try on clothes without paying for them.
Because that's part of the deal. That's part
Who
of the
made up that
understood deal.
rule?
The people who own stores.
But you try on clothes because you have to see if clothes fit before you purchase them.
And it's also the rules that have been set.
No one said
that's
those
what
rules.
you do.
I want to see them where they're at.
Well, they provide you with a dressing room. Thus, the rule is in effect. You can use the dressing room to try this on.
Because we're not savages. We have societal rules.
Okay, well, I want to see all these rules that
Well,
society
and
has.
I want to see the proof that the moon gives people energy.
It's all around you.
So you believe all of that. So why can't you just accept that society has rules that have been set forth?
Because I don't know
Because
who
you
they
don't
are,
want
and I'm not
to,
going to
'cause you
follow
don't want
rules
to.
that someone else made that I don't know.
Okay, well, you
Society.
you don't know everybody that works at the bank. So would you just go in there and grab some money and just go, hey, I'm gonna go get a new car and I'm gonna pay it back anyway. So I'm gonna go ahead and take it while you're not looking. No, there are rules. And you know who makes the rules?
Lame people.
The people who own the stores who say, we're going to put all of this stuff on this side of the cash registers. And when people go and gather the things that they want, then they'll come through here and give us money for those things. And then you can do whatever you want to with them.
If you can eat free samples, you can also eat whatever it is that you're about to buy.
They're called free.
Okay.
Those are my rules. I made those rules up.
Some people call it shoplifting.
Yeah, would they enforce that rule? Would they say you can't do that?
Well,
no.
If you went to a store and, like you used to work at a retail store, Riggins, and there were tables that had shirts on them. If somebody came in there and stood at the table, some guy put on one of those shirts and just walked around the store with it all day while he was in there, people would go, what is that guy doing? He didn't go in the dressing room to try that on and then come back out in it. He's just wearing it around the store.
It's so funny that you say that because that happened all the time. People would just bring up the tag and go, I put it on in the fitting room and bring up the tag. And you're like, you're really not supposed to do that. But there was no,
But
how do you enforce that?
Okay, but the rule was there. And
I
whether or
think
not
so.
they enforce it is their choice as the business owner. But the rule is there.
I think it was. I don't recall though, but I do remember that. Or people wouldn't even detach the tag, and
They'd say
go,
scan.
Yeah,
Why would they want to
Well,
wear
you
it
gotta
with the
come around
tag on
here
it?
then, huh?
Why would they want to wear it with the tag on it?
Who knows? But then also some, the more expensive items even had the magnetized thing. So then they, open up their jacket and try to lay it up on the demagnetizer thing and rub it up. It's like, okay, well, there's,
Oh man,
not smart.
I'm reading the comments on YouTube. Somebody said, Kelly said, it is shoplifting technically to use a product before you have purchased it and passed on the point of sale. Kelly then gives us the NC criminal code, which cites that it specifically is shoplifting. And then Gary points out grazing while shopping shows a lack of self-control. If you can't go 30 minutes without eating or drinking before you pay, you've got problems.
I never said I had self-control or that I didn't have problems.
Good point.
She admits.
I'll have you know.
She has many problems.
She's not a hypocrite, that's for sure.
And no, I can't help myself sometimes.
But thanks for pointing it out.
And now that we see Rob's screen, there's somebody just said, on another point, Rob's room looks like the employee break room because if you watch, you can see the coffee pot and all is behind Rob.
Yeah.
And also that rule, she says, conceals. I'm not concealing the fact that I'm drinking something.
Well, wait, it goes.
Or hiding in the fact that I'm eating. I'm out there in the open, drinking in front for everybody to see.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're absolutely right. The majority of people in the country since the beginning of capitalism have followed this rule. And now all of a sudden, some people don't like following the rule and they don't think it should be there. So all of those other years were just shit years.
Yeah.
People wasted.
Basically.
They wasted their knowledge and they just did just a complete, ridiculous acts.
I'm trying to be a pioneer for change.
You're concealing it in your body.
It's not concealed.
If you drink
My
out
body.
of something,
Stop it.
the product has been concealed
in your
within
body.
your
Makes
body.
it sound like you shoved it up your ass.
Right. Like, no.
I'm telling you what it says.
That's why they do a cavity search.
Telling you what I'm looking at.
She
here.
put it in a cavity.
It's the penal code. I shoved some Pringles up my two hole.
The Share Funny Podcast is a production of the Ace and TJ family. To get more Ace and TJ 24/7, download the Ace and TJ app. Just search for Ace and TJ in your app store.
Thanks for watching the Ace and TJ Show on acetjtv. All material copyright ATJ Incorporated, a JT Media live production 2022.